This is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple OG Willie Mason and the bro Lukey Stowe, who has caught us in early today.
Not too early. It's not a 5 o'clock o'clock.
No, nothing heckos.
5:30.
Nothing heckos, but a huge weekend of sports, lads. Where do we want to start? We've got to start with the Australian theme, don't we? Let's start off with the Aussies. Let's start off with Nestoroi Irakunda and Connor Metcalf. 2-0 against Turkey. Yeah, Turkey no. Turkey down.
Fuck Turkey. What are they doing? They're bagging the shit out of us. What are they doing?
Shit.
That's karma, man. The footy gods. They're on our side.
Out of the tunnel. He's telling his team that he's got us covered, this, that, and the other.
Bro.
And then they did nothing.
Are Turkey even a top team?
Yeah.
Like a top 10 team?
Yeah. Turkey are good, yeah.
Top 10?
Top
Come on.
30.
Yeah.
So
top
this
30.
is...
Unless it's Argentina coming out talking smack to you, or Spain, France, all those top 5 teams. Not fucking Turkey.
Can I keep it real, though?
Keep it real.
Can I keep it real?
Keep
can
it 100.
Can I keep it a buck?
Keep it a buck, son.
Where was all this energy from Australian supporters before the game?
We're front runners, mate. We know that. Did you see Federation Square fucking down in Melbourne? I'm like, where the fuck was this? I thought it was in like Siberia or some shit like that.
Luke, you love your football. You did not declare any of this scoreline before
Siberia,
the game.
like Serbia. It looked like Serbia like were playing basketball. It was fucking flares getting let off, and it was crazy. I said, that's in Australia.
Yeah.
And did you see the mayor come out or someone tried to cancel it?
Oh, really? No, I didn't see that.
But she come out and goes, it's back on. Don't act like fucking flogs.
Yeah,
Come
gotcha.
on, Melbourne. I know there's not much to do down there, but like, come on, pull your heads in.
Random
soccer.
Melbourne stray.
AFL soccer.
Melbourne City FC goalkeeper Patrick Beach.
Oh, unbelievable.
He was incredible. The pressure of coming in for Matty Ryan, who got dropped. Big Parramatta Eels fan, Matty Ryan.
Yep. He was the captain of the squad for a few years as well in the lead up too, wasn't he?
Legend, mate.
I saw a stat on Instagram, the most saves at a World Cup.
What? He got that
match.
already?
I don't know if that was by an Australian,
Debut, maybe.
by a debutant, was it?
I reckon Mark Bosnich's got him. Come on, Bos.
Yeah, shout out to the Bos.
Love Bos.
Yeah.
He blew his knee out. He's supposed to be over there.
Yeah, I was at the event.
Oh, were you there? Sorry, because I was with was it the other day? Warren Livingston talking about Vegas last week.
Yeah.
He said because he's booked Disneyland, kids going over everything.
Heavy, mate. Paul
fucking fully ACL. He must have been hanging on by a fucking thread of a hair.
Yeah. Everyone's been slamming me with messages. Haven't you not seen the clips yet?
Yeah, because he took a pen against him.
Yeah. I took a penalty against Boz and I missed.
Is it you?
Yeah, and it wasn't me.
Oh.
No, it wasn't me.
But you kicked it
I was there.
him.
No, there was like a penalty shootout.
He called me from the car.
You ruined Boz's kids' fucking
No, I did
dreams.
not.
No, you didn't.
No.
But anyway, you hit him with a Panenka.
What's that?
Behind
The fucking little chip over the goalkeeper. So
No, he missed.
It's mad disrespectful.
Oh,
You know how they just chip it? They chip it over?
Who's this? Who tried to do it?
Penalty. When you come in, you just take a slow one.
Oh,
instead of nailing
yeah.
it.
Gotcha.
It would have been better with what you just done.
We ain't got that touch, mate.
No.
What are you talking to?
I just
talking to Messi?
I tried to put it bottom right-hand corner and sprayed it. So
Anyway.
not my best.
Yeah.
Sports bar.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, sport, more, Knicks.
Yeah.
One.
No, stay on the football.
That's all I got, mate.
The
Fans are mental.
The group for Australia, you asked the question around the group. They don't have a heavyweight in their pool, but they've got, I think, all 3 teams. I think even, is it Uruguay or Paraguay? Paraguay. I think all 4 teams are in the top 40. Is that correct?
They're all decent teams, bro.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Australia were actually ranked higher than what I thought they were.
We have a crack, man. We put that jersey on. We have a dig. I know Timmy Cahill and all those boys, they wore that with so much pride, but that whole era's gone. That's surely that culture is just dug right down.
We are 23rd in the world.
There you go.
Fuck, we'll win it.
Say that again.
23rd.
Yeah, but what's Turkey?
27.
27. What's US? I think they're like 30 something.
US, they're like 60.
US is 15.
Oh, 15.
And
it must be Paraguay. Anyway,
no, they're not even in the top.
So they're the team not ranked.
42.
So there you go.
What's New Zealand?
It's a
New Zealand's fucking.
No,
New Zealand's in it.
They're playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
New
they're
Zealand.
fucking. What are they? They're probably in the 50.
Yeah.
Well, how many teams are in the
85.
fucking thing anyway? Anyway, Australia will get out of this fucking little shitty class they're in.
It'll be hard
shitty
for
group.
to now.
Well, now they're in a great position too. Yeah, because potentially 3 teams could leave the pool. Not guaranteed, but with the new rules, it's I don't know how I feel about the new system and the extra teams. It's sort of
France and Spain are going to be hard to beat.
There are qualifications. This is like the World Cup finals, as well.
I'm sick of the drinks breaks.
Yeah, it has been. It looks like it's been hot for
no, but it's like 21 degrees, and then they'll have a drinks break.
Yeah, but you didn't spend enough time over in the UK. So when you were acclimatized to that weather, I played for Wakey, and it was like 21, 22 degrees, and I'm telling you right now, it's hard for you to realize unless you've been over there. Felt like a 33, 34 degree game back here because we get acclimatized to our weather over here. Those teams like us. What would be the team? Norway, Iceland,
anything north.
People that are used to playing in those conditions, it would proper rattle you. Yeah.
Anyway, that's one of the sports.
All right, let's get to the NICKS.
The NICKS in 5. That's gone crazy. I can't believe that. They haven't won since 1973. Fucking hell, for such a massive franchise like that to wait that long.
Yeah.
And with no one that fucking, Jalen Brunson's 33, 33rd.
Likability of the New York Knicks.
I love New York.
Do you?
Knicks. Yeah.
Do you like the playing grade?
I love OG fucking Anunoby. He's a gun.
Yeah.
Everyone else, they go hard, man. Josh Hart.
He's super corny, Cat.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Super corny. Even just like him screaming out the whole time through the trophy.
You're 7 foot, mate. Look in the mirror.
Chill out.
Yeah, but Wemby's coming, man. I think they're going to dominate for a while, the old Spurs.
He's copped some strays. He hasn't handled this the negativity well.
We could have fucking game 3 or 4. Could have iced that. Could have turned it 2-2.
One of the ones where he had that awful pass.
Going back to the Spurs. Yeah, that was it. That was game 4. No, it was game 4.
Right. Yeah.
I think, and he threw it in the back of Castle's back, and then he missed. He had the fucking open 2 to win the game. They're trying to put it on DAAA on Fox.
Well, he made it.
That was awful, though.
I know that, but fucking Wemby still got the chance to fucking ice that.
Yeah.
Andrew Gaze would have got it.
There are so many moments. There are so many moments in the game, but De'Aaron Fox can't go for that layup. You got to run around and chew the clock.
I get it, but still he had that chance.
DAAA wrong.
DAAA wrong. I love it.
All right, and Lukey's got us in early because the White House UFC's on today.
Yeah.
Who you? Let's.
Chipura's going to fuck him up, man.
Let's go an early crow for Lukey Stowe. Let's get some predictions for you.
Come on, son.
Pre-game. Who are we on? Who do we?
For sure.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yep.
I love how you pronounce that too. Ilya Tupuria.
Who?
Portan.
Yep.
He's got to win.
Okay.
I'm watching it too.
He looks massive going up to heavyweight. Like he's going for the 3rd division world title.
He's going to fucking bash everyone who comes near him.
And then they got that nutcase Josh.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's been good for America.
Yeah. But he fake threw up on the scale. Yes, he's been doing this awkward, quirky character.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a punish.
Did you try to be Randy Savage? Try to be Macho Man one time? Have you seen him?
Is that what Macho Man did back in the day, did he?
Well, no, he had the sunnies on, he had the bandana going, yeah, man. Like, he spoke like that. He was like, yeah, I'm going to come and get you. He had the sunnies, he had the fucking old school Oakleys on and shit, and Poltan's just sitting there, what the fuck's you talking about?
It is crazy.
I got to crack your fucking face in.
Yeah.
Watching all the footage of Matty Johns rolling around near the octagon and stuff on the lawn of the
With
White
Volk.
House is just...
Yeah, that's sick how, because Matty told me when I did the potty with him, he goes, I'm going to the White House. I said, fuck are you doing over there?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about UFC? He goes, yeah, enough. Well, he knows about sports.
Yeah.
He knows about people. Yeah, Dana White gave him a fair few questions, answers, all that sort of stuff.
He must have made a good impression on him in Vegas. When
So he interviewed Dana in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how he got to connect. Yeah.
There you go. Then.
And then
But he kept on calling him Dana too. and then even when he asked him the question again, he did like the whole interview, like he called him Dana White. And then Dana just let it through to the keeper because he could just assume that it's a pronunciation thing with the language, right?
Yeah, it could be. Well, it could be.
It's a slip of the tongue.
I think it's how they pronounce that.
Hey, and by the way,
it's 100% Cessnock. Dana.
We've had our own pronunciation problems over the years anyway, so no.
No, but I'm not calling Dana White Dana. Come on, Matty. Hey, Dana.
Even seeing like Bo Ryan just at the foot of the steps with he had the Steeden over there.
Saucy's over there doing the football, the World Cup. Someone else is over there as well.
You know where I'd rather be?
Where?
Sitting fucking right here talking about fucking Origin and going, honestly, honest to God, I would not go to fucking the White House or the World Cup.
Okay. You're in the minority there, mate. So I think
I'll fucking Zoom you fuckers from wherever you can go to the fucking World Cup. You go to the UFC World Cup. I'll go
World Cup. What would you pick over? That's a good question. Would you pick World Cup over UFC?
I wish I realised the Vancouver game was a Sunday. Because I was trying to get tickets to the US World Cup.
Yep.
It was just too hard.
I'd rather be fucking doing a live stream with the tab. Talking to fans.
Well, that's coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, it is on Wednesday. I'm serious. That's where I'm at life. That's where I'm at life now. I don't want to be fucking anywhere near that shit. If someone asks me to go to UFC, I'm fucking staying home. No. You fuck yourself, White House.
Right.
250.
The right number. Yeah, the right number gets you there.
You two can go.
The right number gets you there.
No, they ain't paying you shit. What other sports are on?
Rugby league.
Rugby league
is the main sport.
There we go.
But fuck, there's some good shit going on. I'm going to watch all those fucking fights soon.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, let's get into it. This one comes from Alex. Scope hitting the half glass full twice in a row, and the boys didn't pull up on it. Full credit to the boys. Do you remember that? Did you hear it? Do you hear it when I mess up stuff like
Sometimes.
that? Yeah.
I do.
Why don't you just pull it up?
Because it's funny.
Let him hit him in the comments.
I'm just sort of guessing. I in my head, I'm like, is that right? Fuck, it's not that bad. Do you know what I mean?
I actually didn't.
Glass half full. You said it. Yeah, you did. Because I'm like, I don't like correcting little things like that. No. If I think you had to come out and fuck a whole thing up and be like, say that again. Yeah. But like, half glass full.
I actually did. I did.
You said it a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. So
no. Like throughout the fucking show, like whenever you do say it like you always say it like half glass full.
Oh, I've said it before on other occasions. Yeah.
I just think it's not a big deal.
Glass half full.
Yeah.
Half glass. Full.
Yeah, it's fucking easy to fuck. It's easy to get. You said it before, so I just went. That's all right.
So good.
I'm thinking. I know what you mean.
Yeah. All right. Origin Wednesday night.
Yes.
Let's get to rugby league. And this one comes from Daniel Robinson around the coaching credentials. The disrespect for Laurie Daly is wild. I'm old enough to remember Loz as the player and captain who led New South Wales to dominate 3 series wins from 92 to 94 over a Queensland team that had the pick of the Broncos and the Raiders. From 89 to 98, he was first pick for New South Wales and played with and against some of the best players to ever play the game. After he retired, he was part of the coaching setup for a wide range of rep teams, including Country, Origin and Australia. In other words, no one is more qualified to know what works for Origin than Loz. Everyone was telling Loz that he had to make changes for Game 2, so he makes changes and everyone wants to give him a whack. For mine, there is zero controversy about Critter getting dropped for McLean and Katoni. Hamole didn't do anything wrong either, but he also didn't dominate. As a Queenslander, I hope I'm wrong, but I can see the New South Wales team winning comfortably next week. The only upside of that will be that Loz gets some of the respect that he actually deserves.
No one's questioning the resume that Laurie Daly has as a fucking player.
No one
He's like a Hall of Fame push. If someone was behind you pushing that immortal thing, no one would complain.
No.
Laurie Daly
was
one of my favourite players, and I know exactly how he played because that's my era, like from 92, 94. That's when I was like really influenced on the game.
Yep.
From Laurie Daly and his Raiders and New South Wales through those 90s and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know Laurie Daly is the man on the field. He's been a part of Aussie teams, New South Wales teams, assistant coaches for everything, City Country. I've had him under all banners.
Yep.
And I fucking love Loz. I love Loz. But we're only just saying our opinion. Yeah. That's all it is. It's nothing. Yeah. There's no having a crack at Laurie Daly's character or resume or anything like that.
Plain resume.
He can fucking school fucking 99.1% of the game.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's the world we live in. It's just everybody's got a fucking word to say. There's so many platforms. Everybody's got an opinion. Like even you can come in and write your opinion on ours, and we can read this out. That's your opinion, son.
Yep.
Daniel. So that's your opinion. I respect your opinion. You got some good things to say, and I'm the same. I love Laurie Daly as a person, player, everything.
Yep.
And I've been coached by Loz. He's what he shows you in press conferences and everything like that. He's not that sort of bloke as a coach. He's fucking intense as hell. Right? So like, it's just the selections. And don't try and tell me that Laurie Daly selects his side by himself. Just sits there and just goes, I'll change this. There's fucking powers to be. There's a lot of people that's above that Laurie Daly's pay grade that have a bit of say about some things. So when people get picked out of positions and people get picked in the team and some people get dropped, Don't blame Laurie. I don't blame Laurie.
Well, I want to come to you with a couple of the parts of this, right? No one is questioning Loz the player,
No.
which you just talked about then. We've got so much respect for Laurie the human as well. We've actually worked with Laurie.
Yeah.
You've known Laurie for years as well. One of the great humans.
Played
In
against
fact,
Laurie.
at times, and this is natural when you meet someone and you like someone in person.
Yeah.
You know, there have been times where I've like bit my tongue on a few different things over the years as well, because you naturally factor that in. With regards to the coaching setup and that question around that. All right, country, and I don't want to diminish this in any way. Country New South Wales, the city was something cool growing up, but by no means did it.
It meant something back then.
Would it have been
2000s
associated
and
to what we view, like the pressures that come with high level coaching?
Yes.
Is that fine?
And that level and what
With that
era
description?
that was,
Yep.
and what era that was.
Yep.
When you come into camp,
Yep.
what do? You just smash piss for a couple of days, do a couple of ball work sessions, and go out there and you got the better team, you win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's just going to have a fair crack. Even like back in New South Wales days and when he was part of those, there was not much coaching. There was a lot of information, right? When Gus was coach, when Belly was coach, when you go in there, when these guys were part of the coaching thing. I didn't get Laurie as a head coach when it was 2014 because that was after my rep sort of career. But it's obviously gotten a lot more complicated as the game has gotten more money, right? And I still think you don't really have to coach these guys to that degree of coaching. There's a lot of information. Get to some sort of game plan and everything else. You can't coach will. You can't coach desire. You can't coach aggression. You can't coach all these little intangibles that come with playing Origin. You just expect the fucking guy to have it when you walk into the door and you walk into camp and you're like, fucking, he's on. We know he's on. You don't really have to say that much before games. That's what Laurie's probably used to. Because like that era that he played in the 90s and stuff like that, you fucking hand anyone a Blues jersey, they would run through brick walls, right? And we got indoctrinated into that. It wouldn't matter. Fuck, you give me that Blues jersey, I can fucking kill everyone, right? As that's the mentality. You had Marco Mealy, you had Brad Fitley, you had Andrew Johns, you had Danny Badiris. We had, had some superstar gun players that indoctrinated us to that. And they were at the end of their rep careers, right? And then they just palmed it onto us. And that's what he probably expects. You shouldn't really have to coach these Blues guys, these Blues players.
Well, let's get to I want to ask you a question.
I'm not saying that he's not, right? Because there's a lot of information. He's got assistant coaches here and there. He's got analytics here. He's got this, and this, and this. Sometimes Origin is overcomplicated. It's way more overcomplicated, and it's nowhere near as complicated as a fucking NRL game. It's just a lot tougher, and you take yourself into some dark places. You got to push yourself to these different limits, and they're the plays that you got to fucking pick. That's where we've been off a little bit. We're not picking the players that can take themselves into those places, right? Where you're like, you fucking near blackout and you're just in a different world, but you can still push, make those Origin plays. Gus used to say, when you run, make it an Origin run, an Origin tackle, because everything's about moments, right? It's not like fucking, you just go out there and you're playing a normal game and just go in there like just make it an effective tackle. You make a fucking Origin tackle, an Origin tackle. Remember back in the day when you thought, just say Andrew Johns in 95, and they put him at 9 or something like that. And I'm like, you don't know if Joey can tackle that much. Joey's at halfback. You put him at 9, he's putting everyone on their fucking back. Jeff Tuvey, all these guys like Chief Harrigan, like they're making Origin plays. Who are they coached by? Gus, right? Everything's a play. There's no like take a hit up for for a stat run. It's like, you make a fucking Origin run, an Origin support, an Origin fucking kick, an Origin kick chase. Everything is put in that category. If you want to play put NRL efforts, you'll fucking get dropped, right? So that's the difference. And I think Laurie Daly just expects these guys, right, to come out and just have that fucking love for that jersey and just the hatred to Queensland like they have for us, right? I know that's where I think that's the difference, right?
I think just more so, I just want to get to the part around like questioning and critiquing like what he's done up until this point rather than how he has actually been as a coach. And I think it's fair to give him a pass, especially early on. He went against a very dominant Queensland team for a large portion.
I don't even measure that.
Of his coaching career. And now, just because you have played for Origin and he's been, what's the word? And I want to make this clear, right? He has earned the right and the privilege to coach New South Wales. That's what I was looking for, right? Like, so because of his runs on the board and what he did as a player, deservedly so through the years, working his way up through country, also working with the Indigenous team. Like, he's had various different levels of coaching experience. But the resume is still a little bit shaky, right? So when we get to big moments, big selections like this, I think it's fair to have constructive criticism around his coaching decisions and resume thus far. Now, he's got a great opportunity, despite everything that we said on the last episode about the communication, the presses, the selections. Yeah. So let's get to the selections part of it.
Add on to that. So he coached from 2012 to 17.
Yep.
He won 2014. He coached against arguably the greatest fucking side in Queensland, right? How the fuck do you prepare for that? And we didn't have the best fucking cattle either, right? So you just got to go out there and just fucking rip in as hard as you can. It all went 2-1. The only clean sweep has been in 2000, right? So every team, most games went to a decider.
It was competitive.
It was very competitive. But the brilliance of all I've been through that, the Phillies, the fucking GIs.
Potentially 3 immortals is the best way to put it.
5 immortals you're playing against, good luck.
Yep.
Right? So that's all I'm saying. And now...
Okay, let's get to the selections.
So now it's just a different era.
Yeah. So now...
2026.
Well, that's important to say because I think over the last couple of years, he is no longer up against it, a Queensland team. No. In fact...
We're the guys.
New South Wales, on paper. Now, paper doesn't guarantee everything, but on paper, New South Wales have had the stronger lineup and stronger...
For the past 10 years.
Stronger 35 to 40-man squad, which is why the criticism has come for both Freddie and Laurie and why everyone absolutely frothed Madge when he got the job done, right?
Yeah.
So... Now the selections. Yeah, we talked about changes and Daniel, I know Daniel Robinson watches every show. I guess the part that caught us off guard, it doesn't mean that we're always right as well, is, Mace, you talked about multiple changes, 3, 4 potentially. I was on radio with chatting to Blues legends. I was chatting to Matty, I was chatting to Fletch. They also had changes. What caught us off guard is the 2 changes that were made were not the consensus changes, which is fine as well. I love, a coach seeing something, maybe viewing something in video, picking the team that he selects. When they make changes like that and we critique it, I think it's fair to, I guess, at least explain the reasons why we were surprised with it and why we didn't see the Hamoli one specifically coming. The Critter one is, look, various different reports. I said, and I asked you the question, I didn't know with certainty. It was more of a gut feeling thing.
Yeah.
Injury played a part. Are they more just sort of cautious? People were telling me now that Critter actually told them he wasn't fit to play. Again, it's all, we will never know exactly.
Grey area.
There's grey area.
I'll find out.
There is grey area around it, right?
I'll tell you too.
But let's get to Hamoli Olakuatu. And this one caught us off guard because, as we said, we had maybe 3 or 4 changes that we would have considered. We understood that they would have been tough decisions, but Hamoli wasn't one of them. So that's why we critiqued that part of the decision.
That's it. It's that's the way it is. I mean, like you said, we are not the team from 2011 or 12 or anything like that. Those teams where Queensland were just fucking on. We've been better, as you said, on paper for 6 years, 6-7 years during the Freddie thing. Freddie's tenure for 6, he won 3 and 3. Fuck, we could have gone 5 out of 6.
I'll give you the series without...
The fucking Wayne Bennett one kills me.
Yeah, the Wayne Bennett one was the worst.
The one
Queensland.
where you ended up in Byron.
Great one for Queensland.
What year was that?
Yeah, I think that was 2020.
Was it Bennett? That was
Yeah,
Bennett.
that's the Bennett one. That's the fucking when they use that.
But then the following year, it was 21. The following year when Turbo and Tommy
Perth
destroyed Queensland. Like in 2 games, they just ran riot.
And that's what we look at, and we've had the similar squad for that long, for 5 years, right? And with what? It's fucking 2-2. Like it's pretty. And this is what Origin should be like anyway. I know that the Queensland. I tell everyone. I said it's great that we're sitting here talking about. It's a fucking coin flip. It is a coin flip to see who wins Origin instead of going, fuck. I hope GI has a bad game. You know what I mean? I hope. I've played in these games going, fuck. I hope Billy's off or JT or Lockie or fucking GI. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you understand that mentality? It's like being like in a club game going, fuck, I hope like Cleary's off when you're playing Penrith. They need to be off and you need to be on to win that game. That's how fucking dominant Queensland were in that era that I was playing in, and then into the fucking 2010s, right? So it's like where it's no longer that. It's back to how Origin should be. Yeah. A coin flip. So little selections like this are going to get amplified massively when Queensland just sit back and goes, pick the same side, shut the fuck up, we've already done it by Sunday. We don't pick till Tuesday. We just make everything a soap opera.
Just
right?
want to have a break.
Yeah, fucking what it's
All right, and let's get to this side of it. And this is for better or worse, right? The criticism or the constructive criticism and critiquing of Laurie in comparison to Billy, especially from people in New South Wales, and the difference between how they view Billy up in Queensland, I think is summarised best by Super Candy. You're right about Queensland. Look at how they handled Walshy getting dropped for game 1. Every Queenslander said, no one knows that position like Billy. He must have seen something. Yeah. I trust Billy. And that's the point. Like, that's what I was getting to. Both Hall of Fame / close to immortal resumes, but right now in their coaching careers, even though Billy's is nowhere near as long the resume is not as deep, he's got the runs on the board, mate. He's had 4 series. He's won 3 of them.
No. I know.
Yeah.
It's a difference here. And you're talking about Reece Walsh, the pin-up boy, the face of the league, the fucking premiership winner, the Ashes winner, the dude. The Clive Churchill winner. And I want to give a special shout out to Reece Walsh, right? So, the Fainga twins, Si Fainga and his brother, he reached out and his daughter was doing a play and they're doing a project on the Broncos, and a disabled kid plays footy every day at school and in a wheelchair, and favourite player was Reece Walsh. And he said, Willie Mason. I said, there's no chance it's Willie. I said, don't have to lie, sire. I'll get it for Reece. Yeah, that's why I asked you for Reece's number. Right?
You're a big deal in Papua New Guinea, mate, and up in Queensland.
But I'm just thinking a 10-year-old kid from Queensland doesn't really understand it.
They must have wanted that phone number,
Yeah, and he goes, and so I asked Walshy, could you put, said, what's up, Walshy? I know you're in camp, blah, blah, blah. But it would mean a lot. And I screenshotted what Sire sent me. Yep. So it wasn't just out of my voice. And it was pretty for a disabled kid to do a project, and even his daughter's doing a project on Reece Walsh and the Broncos. And he's in camp, right? And he sends me this fucking beautiful message, sends Sienna, his daughter, beautiful message. But I said, send it to me so I can send it to Sire. Yep. And it was just like, fuck, if you think that kid is anything else but a fucking absolute legend. Like, it's so special what he did. And I said, mate, I fucking love you. And I already told him that when we were in England anyway. But I just said, fuck. I said, yeah, it was what I wrote to him. I'll keep private. I'll tell you boys after. But you didn't have to do that.
He's a good human.
He didn't have to do that. Yeah. And he just did it for me. And I said, mate, just rip him Wednesday. Good luck. Get your spot back. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And yeah, you just didn't have to. It sort of made me nearly emotional when I read it. Like, it's just because he's so articulate as well. Fucking, there was about 3 or 4 things he had to hit. Yep. And fucking boom, 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 boom. And obviously they are massive Broncos fans, right? Forget that video from Reece Walsh.
Huge.
Game changer. Like, he wins. Whatever the project is, he's already won.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's the biggest star in the game.
Then Si goes, have you done your video? I said, then I did mine. I was like, it's cute. That's cute, but that's Reece Walsh.
I'll tell you if we would have known if they were telling Porkies or not if they said I was their favourite player. That's when you know they would have been told.
And can you get Lukey to say what's up?
And if you want to get the number off Oz, Justin Horo was, I swear, he was one of the best journeymen.
Mate. But I already respect Reece Walsh as a human, but doing what I'm like with little things like that.
And imagine how many requests he gets.
Yeah. And I was
be different coming from you though.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's just fucking special. So thanks, Reece Walsh.
All right, and thanks to Mongrel Boots. This episode is brought to you by Mongrel Boots. Welcome back for year 3, and they are proudly Australian-made and owned since 1930. Mongrel Boots is a family-owned business backed by 5 generations of experience, specialising in boots made for the Aussie worker. Now we give away a pair of boots every month for the best comment. Now, I've got you boys involved in this, right? there were two standouts, and I couldn't separate them. So what I'm going to do is you're going to read out. Actually, Lukey.
He's the one fat eel, isn't he?
Lukey's got to read out one fat eel for obvious
Not saying
reasons.
that you're fat, mate. We're not fat shaming you.
And Mace, you can read out Gwynny Boy.
Gwynny Boy.
Lukey, one fat eel, please.
Go
All
on,
right,
mate.
one Fat Eels comment. Boys, I've been using mongrel boots for years. Working the railways, there's real high risk of injury when working around tracks and loose ballast. Is that right?
Yeah,
Ballast?
it's like
I think
ballast
so.
straight.
Yeah. We need serious support underfoot and around the ankles. Being a bit of a unit myself, I really appreciate the orthopedic insole and bottom tread doesn't wear out like it was made of wet cardboard. Cannot recommend them enough for lads or ladies, big and small, worth every cent. Finally, I just want to say thanks to you lads. Between Levels and SEN, it seems like I always have you lads on in the train cab. You guys make my day go a lot faster. Up the Blues and up the Eels.
Oh, he's Lukey's
That's
boy.
a good one.
Lads, L1 since day one.
Who's
here.
this coming from too, Mace?
Gwynny Boy,
Yep.
2,500. Lads, L1 since day one here, and Mongrel 1 since day one of my plumbing apprenticeship 15 years ago. Now onto my 8th pair of boots, 2 years per approx, and not that outside back type work. I'm talking that Sean Fensom, Neville Costigan type of work, digging holes, slinging pipes, and laying roofs, tough stuff. Love the parallel between Mongrel and Levels, staying true to themselves, keep the authenticity and the honesty. Us fans love it. Few curse words here and there. They're always needed to get the points across. Not you, of course, Lukey Live. F's it for everyone else. Let it out, bro. For fuck's sake. Love you, lads. Keep up the good work.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, it's a close one. I'm going to be the deciding vote, boys.
What do you reckon?
Right.
He's slinging pipes like Sean Fensom.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the using some toilers and some just absolute dogs like I've got a lot
Neville
of
Costigan.
I've got a lot of respect for Neville
Oi,
Costigan and
I-
Sean Fensom.
The
Sean
three-
Fensom slept on, bro.
I know. I played
Yeah.
3 years with Nev. I
Yeah.
played up there
I
in
know,
Newcastle. For fuck, mate.
Proud Queenslander.
Animal. You put that fucking maroon jersey on that human. Woo.
So
Good
for
man.
that reason, Gwynny Boy, you will win the boots for this month. Shout out to One Fat Eel, another really good comment. That's why I said it was going to go down to the wire. So remember, let us know in the comments how good Mongrel boots are for your chance to win a pair monthly. And if you're looking where to get a pair of Mongrel boots, head to mongrelboots.com.au to find your favourite boot and local retailer. Mongrel boots are Aussie born and bred since 1930.
So, Gwynny Boy, take a screenshot of your comment and your YouTube account logged in. Email partner@levelsnetwork.com.au and we'll organise with Mongrel your prize.
There we go.
Awesome.
All right, let's get to Moneyball versus Iron Sharpens Iron. This one comes from Chris Bray. I want to comment on player depth and expansion that you discussed here because I think Webby and Cameron George at the Wars are showing a new way to build a team in the NRL. I would describe it as part Moneyball, part Iron Sharpens Iron. The Moneyball part, go for value rather than superstars and build squad depth. With the game speeding up, injuries are inevitable. Throw in HIA, suspensions, and you need quality backups in every position. If you buy that superstar at fullback, halfback, or centre, you compromise the quality of your backline, of your backup. The Warriors don't have anyone close to getting paid $1 million, but they do have NRL quality depth in every position. The team they put out against the Sharks, despite massive losses, is proof of that. Then look at teams like the Knights and Rabbitohs, who can be top four sides with a full deck of cards, but were both competing for the spoon last year when they had injuries. Iron sharpens iron is the idea that everyone will inevitably get a run. And when you do, you can either own that jersey or borrow it for a few weeks. Case in point, look at what happened to Metcalf and Barnett as they had to work their way back into the team after injury following the form of Boyd and Ford. The internal competition means everyone is pushing each other and raising the collective standard. The question, as they ask in Moneyball, is can this system win the last game of the season? I can see you ticking over in your head right now, Mace. At the start of the year, I was skeptical. I thought we needed a superstar to take us to another level. But every week I see how Webby is building the squad and the belief is growing. Maybe this is the year we get a new type of champion. Up the Wars, baby. Now, this was pre-game, obviously. A close loss to the Sharks.
Yeah.
But a really good comment and question and, where we view the Wars and the sort of squad that they're building over there in New Zealand.
He's nailed that because that's the sort of squad they're going for, right? That next man up mentality, iron sharpens iron. Not many players I feel like when they do have a loss, just say, I didn't realise, like it wasn't such a big noticeable part that Fish and Barney weren't playing.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Kurt Capewell.
and Kurt Capes, right?
Yep.
And Lecker.
Yep.
They're 4 dynamic players, man.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all starters in their pack, right? So you put Laban in there, you put Valmunga comes in there, plays a big part. Stoller Smith, right? I think he's a starter in the game, but he's been obviously playing off the bench for a fair bit in the last couple of years. But like he goes, all right,
in a few different packs that you're starting.
But this is the one where he goes, all right, you can have that jersey, you can borrow it, or you can have it. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
Jackson Ford's, he knows what he does. Fucking 80 minutes out there. What a machine.
He's an animal.
Yeah, and their backs just, they plug in, plug out mentality. Like it's just, if you don't want that jersey, I'll take it.
Here's where I'll throw this at you, and it's almost, it's not even a question for you, but it's more of a take on this. Now, in the perfect world, Cameron George, Andrew Webster, the beauty of what Andrew Webster is doing is the iron sharpens iron is a thing. The development and coaching of their players is his greatest strength. Now, would they have preferred to have got $1 million player? For sure. Like, they've been in the market. There have been conversations around premier players, halves, few different guys, like rumours around Kalen Ponga, rumours around Joseph Manu over the last couple of years. More so, when a high-profile Kiwi becomes available, he gets linked to the Warriors. Yeah. Whether that's true or not, like that's just the nature of rumours and all that stuff. Lukey loves all that stuff, but we normally wait until the team is someone is actually signed. But it is a thing, right? So I don't want to dismiss that the Warriors have not been looking, because I still think, to your question, I think this system, the development that Webby is providing here, is the correct way to go about it if you do miss out on $1 million player. But if you look at the example of the Dolphins on the flip side, right? Similar. The way that they've been coached, developed, and constructed through O'Sullivan,
very similar,
who has worked at both clubs, is they were in the market for Cam Munster, for Kalen Ponga, for Harry Grant. Chimes did a podcast with O'Sullivan. I watched about 15, 20 minutes of it, and it was interesting to see all the players that the Dolphins missed out on. In the process of that, now they have not only... They don't require $1 million player because they've developed one in Isaiah Katoa. And Herbie Farnworth is going to be another $1 million player in a position that's a little bit trickier to pay that sort of money. So that's... Sometimes you just got to play the cards that you dealt, and that's what Webby is doing excellent now. I really do think...
half $1 million player.
Well, yeah, he's going to go over
he's going to get a shitload. Like Tanner Boyd, I think Tanner Boyd, unfortunately, obviously did his ACL, but he's come back. He knows he can handle first grade easy.
Yeah. Not to say that Fish is not a high quality player, but if you'd got Fish 3 years ago, right in the middle of that sweet spot of that Penrith run, I would argue that he would have been $1 million front rower for a team like the Warriors in the current market. Now he's getting a little bit older. Fish.
How old's Fish?
Fish
30?
would be
28, 29, 30.
I would say just over 30.
Yeah, how
30,
old is he?
31, 32.
30. 5th of Jan 96.
Prime.
Yeah. So
that's prime, but he's got another 4 years in him easy.
Yeah.
Fish. I think he's just going to get smarter.
But I think they've got about... I would argue that they've got about half a dozen players now. Take Fish out of it because Fish was developed in Penrith, but got themselves to that. Webby has sort of developed to that level in Barney, who's now he's going to leave and go to the Broncos. Metcalf's getting that sort of money.
Vaimunga's going to be good.
Vaimunga's going to be a gun. But he's got about half a dozen players that are in that sort of sweet spot of 600 to 850 range. Really good.
They can afford $1 million player, depending on what position. I still think they need an outside back if they can get someone. That's chances of getting Herbie is fucking slim to none. Because I think if Herbie's linked to the Roosters or stays in the Dolphins or something like that, I think he stays here.
I hope Herbie stays with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I hope he does as well. He sort of, he made his bones at the Broncos, but he sort of just nailed it that he's the best centre in the game.
He seems like a Roosters buy, doesn't he?
I know. He's glamour boy.
He reeks of a Roosters buy.
Roosters. And I don't think they'll miss with the price range either.
No.
But credit to that whole system over there. They've turned that whole club around, the culture and everything. It's not about warrior football anymore. They've still got it in them, that aggression and everything like that. But it's a fucking very well-coached side. Yep. And it starts from the top. Always say that. So Cameron George has done a great job.
Yep.
The fans, the whole culture, the coaching, the people, the New Zealand kids setting to want to be All Blacks all the time. I want to be a warrior. I want to be a Wise. I want to be part of that. You know, that 10-year-old kid that's rolling around in Auckland or Wellington or Christchurch, he's going, fuck, what's happening up there? I want to be part of that.
There are some good young kids, really good young kids coming through in the 16, 17.
There's a great bunch of kids coming through, mate.
Yep.
There always has been. You know that. Yep. It's just they get handpicked. But now they're not getting handpicked. No. They're like, I want to stay in this system because I see something. That's why I would love it if the Wires could just jag the premiership in the next 2 years. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because they're in a window now where they can actually do it. Because I like Tamari Martin, what he's doing. Yeah. And Chanel. They look all right.
By the way, Luke Metcalf killed it in the New South Wales Cup. So that's another good headache.
That's playing with house money there. Yeah. You're like, but look what it's making it do. The iron sharpens iron with the halves a little bit because they're working so good together. But Metcalf sitting in Reggie's going, fuck.
Here's the again, is it problematic? Is it not?
Yeah.
Their New South Wales Cup has been pretty good now for about 3 years. Yeah. So Tanner Boyd killed it when he went down to New South Wales Cup and then was rewarded once he got an opportunity with first grade. Yeah. Every time Tamati, whether it's been Luke Hanson, it's Jet Cleary, they've got themselves a pretty dominant team. So any half that goes down to that system is flourishing right now. Now that then creates pressure because then after a couple of losses, which we'll get to in a little bit, Luke Metcalf, I think he had about 3 or 4 try assists or something like that. I had a big game in New South Wales Cup on the weekend. Then it starts going, ooh, do we start looking at Luke Metcalf again?
You have to. You have to. You know, I mean, because I know one of those halves can play off the bench.
Yeah,
that's
a tough one. I would argue that Tamati Martin has probably been one of their top 2 or 3 performers over the last 3 weeks,
and I know why.
And Chanel's probably been their top 3 all season.
I know why because you got that dude in Reggie's. Like if I slip up two games in a row,
you can't.
No, you can't. That's why they're performing every single week, and that's what works with good clubs.
All right, let's get to this one. I want to give him a shout out too because there was someone who jumped on. Don't be Lorenzo, all right? And Lorenzo predicts, and this is also I want to give him his flowers. This is a resident Cowboy analyst. Now I've mentioned him before. He changed his name. I think his name was Ethan before for his profile name. He's now changed his name to resident Cowboy analyst. In this one, no breakdown this week since the Cowboys have the bye, so I get the week off. Enjoy this round of footy. Excited for the debutantes, your residents Cowboys analyst. And then Lorenzo predicts, jumped on, being a burger. Great analysis last week. You were a country mile off. Well, Lorenzo predicts is his username. So I went onto his profile to check out if he does indeed predict anything. And he does not. So do not get on. Do not get in the comment section. Someone who's been putting in the work. Credit to resident Cowboy analyst too. I want to give him his flowers. Give him a shout out. And he is in contention for the golf day at the end of the year because he's been going on.
Not Lorenzo.
Lorenzo isn't. So he's been going into our comment section, providing previews and reviews for every Cowboys game.
Yeah, nice.
You should, mate, I'm telling you, he's getting 4 or 5 replies from Cowboys fans. He's building our Cowboys community within the comment section. So, resident Cowboy analyst, keep going, brother. You are appreciated from us here. We're all about the community, and you're building a Cowboys community within Levels Network. So continue to do that, brother.
Lorenzo, you're blocked.
Not blocked. If you live up to your name. Let us know who you go for, and start predicting something and not spraying someone after the fact.
Hey, I want to see 16 other residents in the comment section as well. We've got 16 other teams.
Come on. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Speaking of predictions, let's get to Origin predictions, Mace. Okay, so
this one.
I've done a little bit different this year. Yeah. As always, for every game we do first try scorer, anytime try scorer. I've got the odds from our partners at the tab. And we've got the winning margin, the player of the match.
Oh, yeah.
And I have gone down and continued with the Wally Lewis medal. Now, Mace, there are odds for the Wally Lewis medal, and the odds change throughout the series depending on results. Obviously, game 1 affected. You are sitting in the driver's seat right now because I have not completed it, but that's why you maybe looked a little bit confused.
No.
Nathan Cleary is currently
I was looking at $6. You said $2 yesterday.
$2. $2. So you're in a great position, mate. You had.
But I don't like favourites, you know that. But then I'm like, I want him to get it because for him getting it, that means he dominates and we win.
But Mace, here's the thing. Even though he was favourite, the price that people would have got at the time if they had jumped on your pick before game one. So obviously you want to continue to ride Nathan Cleary for the people that jumped on for you guys with the tab on Nathan Cleary before game one. So there's a little teaser for the back end. All right, we'll start with Wally Lewis medals. No, actually, we'll finish off. Let's go to first try scorer. Even though he's been moved from the wing to the centres, you still like Tolu Kola.
Tolu Kola. He's just he's a weapon, mate. And if we can just get some quick play the balls in the middle, generate some speed, we can get him on the edges somehow if we play the right play.
Yeah, he was. He did so much of the tough stuff early on in that game.
Is Mitch Moses going to be controlling the left, and is he going to play left centre or right?
Yes, he is. Katoni's on the right.
I can see him getting an early try.
All right, I like it. $15 at the tab, $2.75 anytime. I've gone with Kurt Capewell, and you'll see a little theme that I'm about to build amongst my queen.
Off a kick.
Potentially, yeah, I don't mind a little.
Hey, that's what I'm thinking. Like the 3-man, right? Then they get pushed up. The kick's going to be so important. These guys are all over this shit, man. It's hard to stop. I don't know why they don't implement that in an NRL team. For fuck's sake.
You know what? I was thinking that over the weekend watching the games.
They come up so much, mate.
Yeah.
Quick, kick it.
Yeah,
if it works in Origin, it's working in the NRL world.
Yeah, I was thinking this as well yesterday that I saw a couple opportunities at the Tigers-Titans game. I was like, why don't they put in a little early kick there? Because the defense is so good at this level, it's harder to score traditionally in Origin, whereas I still think you can score with high percentage plays, which we'll get to in a little bit with your shadow around the tunnel ball, Mace. So I've put that down in the notes for later on. All right, so I'm going Kurt Capewell. Yeah, I want anything in and around Munster in this game. You'll see a bit of a little bit of a theme as I make my way going, but I feel like he's in for a big series. So give me Kurt Capewell on the left edge outside of the money man, Cam Munster. $26 first, $5 anytime. As for the winning score and the winning margin, we've both gone 1-12, mate. You've got a scoreline of 18-10.
I think if you look at the way that the game was adjudicated over the weekend, some low scoring games that I haven't seen for a while.
Yep.
So defense is coming back, and I think we just get them. I think we got 3 tries in us, and we can defend 2, right?
Yep.
So 18-10. I don't care. Get an early penalty goal whenever you can. Just
take the points.
Take points.
Did you play at Melbourne? Have you played at MCG before?
Not the MCG, just Eddie had. Yeah.
Yep.
I just think we could just get him. It'll be tough. It's going to be a hard game, mate.
Yeah.
Very hard game.
Yep. All right, I've gone same margin, 1-12. I've got Queensland winning 28-18. I think this would have been a fair reflection of the scoreline in game one, if not the Kalen Ponga.
Just the adjustment.
So I felt like, here's what I thought. I feel like Queensland were the better team. I felt like New South Wales were starting to bridge the gap. They end up getting the victory. I don't think they get the victory if not for that send-off. Yeah. So I feel like this is the score that best reflects game one.
I think so too. And I just think I'm only going to go lower because I know game 2. I played in some game 2s where we blew Queensland out in game 1 and got fucking absolutely pumped in game 2. It's a different level of fucking intensity, mate. And you think that you're on and you're not. Like I remember in 2006 we did that. 2007 fucking bang. I'm talking like 30 plus. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like you think. And I swear, like walking out on Suncorp or wherever, going, we should get this, or it should be tight. 32-6. 32-10. Like it is a fucking blowout. That's what I'm scared of. And that's why I was scared of like with the selection of Dylan Lucas as a rookie on the right side. That's what I'm saying. It's like feeding
Line to Wolves.
Yeah.
No,
Wolves.
Lamb to Wolves?
Lamb to the Lions.
Lamb
just
to the
feed it
Lions?
to the fucking Lions.
Something to the Wolves?
Yeah, something to the Wolves.
Just fucking lambs to the slaughter.
Lambs to the slaughter?
Whatever. Just that's the game. Like it's
Lucas to the Maroons?
Yeah. That's what I mean. And hopefully he's got confidence and Loz's got confidence that he can do that job. But like, the runs that he's been doing in Newcastle and everything like that, those gaps will be closing very quick. He's on the other side. So I just think it's going to be hard, but because I know what mentality Queensland have for these game 2s, mate. It's all in.
Yep.
It is all in. We just scraped away with game 1.
Yep.
But we can flip that around and go, yeah, whatever, the Ponga thing, blah, 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 blah. We fucking won. Shut up. Let's go down there, play to our potential, and get the win and end it. I know it's great for the game for a decider, but if we can get this, mate, foot on throat mentality, if we get a lead, it's going to be fucking hard for Queensland to get us.
You don't want to go back to Suncorp for game 3.
No, you can't.
I know you did a couple.
I know we can't. We can do it. Like it's not so mentally we can do it now because it's 20. It's only been 2 years, not 20 years, right? So that doesn't scare us anymore because it's half that squad's played in that game. But it just scares me, this game down there.
I'll tell you what, I hope this is drama-filled. So it's time to announce as well, formally, that we will be streaming this game well, live. So I can't wait for a good, solid, unique reaction. I'm probably going to be sitting on the fence a little bit more so. Obviously, rooting for Queensland. We got to guess.
Grub?
We got to guess. No, Grubby is not there. So representing New South Wales will be yourself and Lukey Stowe. And I've got my little mate James Chico Sigiaro coming in. Chico's coming in with us. He is going to be. We've done streams before going back all the way to the YKTR days. So he's going to be going.
So it's all like fan interaction, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's good.
Anything specific that you want to announce?
In the chat, we got a bingo.
Yeah, we got chat. We got the chat, haven't we?
The chat fire. We'll have bingo.
This is Lukey live level stuff. This is where he lives.
I've been rehearsing all year.
Yeah, he lives and breathes the
this
stuff.
This is what he's been setting us up for.
It'll be live on our YouTube channel as well.
Yes, there we go. There we go. All right, let's get to the player of the match. Your man wasn't in game 1.
No, he wasn't. And I think he's our best player, Payne Haas, in the forwards. Right? He sets the tone. I think I'm not sure what they're going to do with the starting side, right? I think my eyes should be Payne Haas, should be Isaiah Yeo, so he can start Cam Murray. That's what I'd do.
Yep.
Because I think Yoe's got that in his bag. But Payne Haas, I think he's going to take this personal. I think he just wants to go, all right, I'm the dude. He did it last year, right? He proved to everyone that he's like premier prop. Could have got the Wally Lewis medal.
Yeah.
Could have easily got that. So I'm thinking Payne. He looks good. 80 minutes, looks fit, looks trim, looks motivated, takes that shit personally with Tino.
Be nice to get away from Broncos camp right now too, with all the distractions and negativity.
Shit, it's just that doesn't look like a good place to be at the moment. So get into camp with the boys, with the brothers, and just like enjoy. Get down there and just play your ass off. I think Payne Haas, he's got that. If Cleary just ices shit and does Cleary stuff, and Moses does his stuff, and now outside backs can score a couple, whatever. Payne Haas is going to get you 200 plus through the middle. That's an Origin player.
That's an Origin player. He's paying $15 for those sorts of stats, performances. So Payne Haas, $15 for Mace. For me,
I'm looking at 70 minutes plus. I reckon 70 minutes in the middle, 45 to 50 tackles, and 20 plus hit ups. I reckon that's the stat line he's going to get up. And about over 250 metres.
I don't think you want that stat line with 50 tackles. If he's making 54 tackles,
he's just involved in shit.
Then I don't think he's a winner in the game.
No, I'm just saying, like Payne Haas, he's not like one of these. He's not hitting like fucking Victor Radley hits, right?
Yeah, but did you get my point?
If
he's making 54 tackles, then you're doing too much defense.
35 to 40 then.
There, that works.
That'd be nice.
That works. There we go.
Sorry, Payne. I don't want to give you. I shouldn't even have put that in the ether. Fucking hell. Yeah. Give me 30 plus tackles. Give me 20 plus hit ups.
You don't want those 4 turnovers in the first 10 minutes again, do you?
I don't want him to. Yeah, but he's the only guy. He's the only guy that could survive that punishment.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And
he could.
That's the only guy. I don't want anyone else in the middle other than like if you're Yoey and all these other blokes. Cam Murray, Victor Radley. They can make fucking 50 easy.
Yep.
But Big Payne, if you can get 30, 98% effective tackle, all that shit, man. That's the stat line he needs to have. I can't have him having 10 to 15 hit ups. I need 15 to 20, 25, something like that.
All right, I'm going to go for Queensland. I'm going to go my man, Money, Cam Munster. I thought he was excellent in game 1. Game got a little bit away from him. My top 3 players in game 1 were Cam Munster, Sam Walker, and Selwyn Cobbo. Not in that order. Probably I would have gone... I almost would have given it to Selwyn. That's how close he was.
Selwyn?
Sam probably won because he had classic, touchy moments.
When was the last time a winger got man of the match?
Probably Gags.
Hainsey. Oh, Gags.
Nah, Gags.
Gags.
Because Gags won the Wally Lewis medal one
Gags
year.
fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, Gags. Wally Lewis medal.
The only other probably back, aside from the fullbacks, player of the matches would be with Turbo Latrell centres when they're on the centres.
But wing.
It's been a while for player of the match.
Yeah, wing. But Gags to get Wally Lewis from the wing.
Yeah. What an animal.
That's what's up.
All right, Cam Munster. That's who I'm on. He's paying $17 for Queensland. I just thought, the way that he attacked the game, I thought they got off to a really strong start. Captain courageous. Emotionally, what Tino's going through, and I'll let you talk on that a little bit as well, Mace. Understanding Cam going through the situation with the loss of his father, I think he's going to be huge for Tino. Yeah. It's going to be a highly emotional time for everyone at Queensland again. So Cam going through that, understanding what Tino's currently going through now, he's just going to lift his performance. Not that he needs that extra motivation anyway, because he is the skipper of Queensland and he plays like that all the time. But as you know, Mace, like dealing with something like that at a young age, not everyone's been through that.
Well, I messaged Tino yesterday and just said sorry for your loss. And, I lost my father young at 17. And I just said, look, just think of the positives. Like, he's watched you growing up to be a man, play for Australia, win grand finals, play for Queensland, be a father. Watch you, like, think of all the positives that he's watched you be and become a young fucking great human, right? And don't look back. Just look forward. I said, good luck on Wednesday, man. Just hope you kill it. I said, just understand that, like, your dad's watching, right? He might be gone physically, but spiritually he's still there. So I know he's a spiritual man himself, Tino. I said, look, I can't, put into words how you're feeling right now, but use that fucking extra for motivation and just, play through your dad will be playing through you and everything like that. And money has gone through it before. It's a fucking awful time, but you can use it as a real superpower. And that's what scares me about this game as well, right? Those little things that in Origin where you look for the little, there's little things. The little things can add up.
The little efforts, the extra effort.
Then everyone plays for Tino, right? And then collectively it just comes up a little bit harder than New South Wales. That's what scares me. That's game 2 as well.
You find a way under duress.
Find a way. You find a way. And like you can. Tino's he's a man's man. Like he's about it, and he'll fucking come out there. That's why I'm picking Payne Haas. He's got to get over Tino.
Yep.
Because I love watching those two blokes go.
Love it. Love the rivalry that those
fucking mates, two guys that epitomise the state of Origin.
Healthy respect for each other.
They just look at each other and go, "Fuck yeah,
yeah,
all right."
I'm with you."
So
for that reason, Cam Munster is well said too, mate. Yeah. Well said. You always nail it with that, and you've been through that tough situation yourself. Let's get to the Wally Lewis medal. I mentioned this before. Nathan Cleary is currently $2. Yeah. You're not going to change from that, Mace, because he was the man of the match in game 1. He's currently playing $2 now, so he is the odds-on favourite. You had him in game 1 for $6. So quickly move on to my pick, Cam Munster. He is paying $23 now because I had him in my top 3 and I've got him for player of the match. I think $23 right now for Cam Munster is a good price.
That's a great price.
If they're able to at least win game. They need to win game 2 first and give themselves an opportunity to go back to Queensland.
Yeah, it's even.
But I'm looking for money to win his second Wally Lewis medal. Originally in game 1, I had Harry paying at $13. I didn't think Harry played awful in game 1. I just think different circumstances. My mind's changed now. I'm getting a price about $23 about Cam Munster.
Harry could come into it with the adjudicating, I reckon.
Yep, slower ruck, more control.
I think it's going to be quicker.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be. I think game 1 was like it was pretty even. It was adjudicated like it was the last couple of years. There wasn't any penalties in the first set of 6. First 6 sets of 6, or 5 or 6. So like if they speed this ruck up, Harry Grant is the best at exploiting that.
Yep. Here's the story. This is a very sensitive topic, mate. So I'll read you what's been reported, and I'll quickly have my take on this.
Okay.
Because it is, like I said, very sensitive around. Ashley Klein has revealed a $400K gambling problem. Now, Klein, who will officiate Wednesday's State of Origin, said in a statement in the Sydney Morning Herald that he developed a problem with gambling on horse racing and greyhound racing. Klein stressed his gambling was not related to any betting on rugby league, with the NRL also telling the Herald in a statement that the issue was investigated to the satisfaction of the NRL management. Many years ago, I developed a problem with gambling on horse racing and greyhound racing, Klein said in a statement to the Herald. This gambling was not related to any betting on rugby league, and as my job as a referee has never been impacted. I received help to deal with the problem and closed all associated betting accounts. This was a difficult period of my life, but one which did not in any way influence my job as a match official.
Very brave of him coming out.
No, not brave. No. This is opposite. I'll give you the details because I don't think you would have looked into this, and I think
I didn't. I just read it.
You need to understand all the information that's been dropped over the last couple of days.
Brave or stupid? One of them.
Yeah. So, right. So I've been a little bit conflicted with this going back a couple of days and just thought about it, right? So the first part of this is the criticism in and around Ashley Klein and the reporting of the situation to begin with now. It's a weird time for it to come out. I also think, let's start back when this was, the NRL were made aware of it, which was, I believe, around 2020, 2021. They end up finding out about it. He stops all his betting around 2023. I think they should have nipped it in the bud all the way back then, right? I find it really hard for Ashley Klein now to not have head noise. I talked about how mentally tough he's going to have to be because the insinuation from people around fans, even media now talking about it, it's going to be so hard for him to officiate this game for whatever way it goes without a cloud over it.
Yeah.
I thought it's poor taste, especially if he has been investigated up until this point and there's been no relation to NRL betting at all. Then it's like this should be a private matter, right? Like why this is being dug up right now is it's a bit of a smear article on his name, and
who wrote it?
Someone from the can you find it, Lukey?
It was a Sydney Morning Herald article initially.
Yeah, so it's Sydney Morning Herald, and it's like, again, this is where I'm on the fence with it as well. So I'm not saying reporting on it now, going into it, this is someone's private life as well, as long as he's not doing anything illegal. Yeah. Now, if he's been investigated and thoroughly investigated by the NRL and there is absolutely no implications of him betting on the NRL, then someone who has gambled this amount of money on horses and greyhounds to be splashed through the papers, I felt it was really poor taste, mate.
Very inappropriate.
It's inappropriate is probably the correct way of putting it. Luke, did you have...
Yeah, so it was reported by Chris Barrett in the Sydney Morning Herald, June 12th, 3 p.m. it was published.
So and my question is like the intentions of it at this time going into game 2, because...
Bad taste, isn't it?
When it first dropped, I thought to myself, why now, especially if it's 3 years post him stopping everything and the NRL at least investigating it, like right before game 2, and I'm like, well, Ashley Klein has nothing to answer for if he has not done nothing wrong in and around the NRL. But the more that I've discussed it with, especially Jimmy Smith on SEN yesterday,
optics aren't good.
I think for his own mental health and well-being, it's probably not in his best. He's probably not going to be in the best state of mind to make huge decisions. Even though I've had my criticisms around Ashley Klein, the one thing I've always said is that he would not be my top referee, but he's clearly shown no bias throughout the years for anyone. So that's one thing I want to make clear with it, and it's going to be a really tough night for not only him, his team that he works with. The NRL, with all this uncertainty, a bit of a cloud around the game heading into the game. Because if there is a contentious decision, if the decision that happened in game 1 happens in game 2, something, I know you're not going to get an exact like for like for that, but it's going to be extremely difficult for him to make a strong decision.
My first initial thing was like, it's not a good look.
No.
It's not a good look for the game. Our number one ref with a gambling problem, I'm just like, what the fuck? Why did you even comment on this? Why is this a story? Why is Ashley Klein doing this?
Well, no, so
or did they say they're going to break a story and then you got to fucking you got to come out with something?
That's what it sounds.
That's what it is.
We're going to report on this no matter what.
So what do you got to say? And then he's had to say it, right?
You would have been through situations like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I have. Yeah, fucking
different situation, not gambling, but
fucking
hey, we're going to write an article on you. What's your comment
what do you got on it?
Yeah.
When you got no leg to stand on, right? And that's the predicament he got put in. That sucks to bring that up right now when he's already through it. Yeah, I felt sorry for him because I'm like, there's no way in the world Ashley Klein wants to do any sort of story at any level in an Origin game as a ref with gambling. So you got a preconceived fucking idea anyway that he's punting on games. Everyone thinks, oh, he's gambling on this, he's gambling on that. So why wouldn't you gamble on a game? Like, because he's a ref. Like, it's not. It's just.
Yeah, that's the insinuation.
That's the insinuation without saying it. Everyone's going, oh, that's fucking, yeah. I know.
No, but here's the thing, mate. Scott, I'm looking at the comment section. If you go look at any the articles or anything around the articles, that I can't see how that's not going to come up after game 2 for whatever team. Whatever team gets the wrong decision against them is going to use this as ammunition for him. So, because of that, even though I thought it was wrong initially, I don't know how he referees game 2 with a clear mind.
We don't know what's inside the psyche of Ashley Klein, do we? He's a bit of a, I don't know. I think he can just fucking compartmentalize that shit, get out there and just ref the game. That's the best he can do, hopefully.
What do you think?
If he's not mentally stable enough, I think people need to have a chat to him, like PVL and people like that. So you good to coach? I mean, you good to ref?
Surely they have, because it's been 48 hours since this article dropped, maybe a little bit more. You sent it to me originally.
What was my comment when I sent it? I go, geez, Queensland goes crazy. Chris Barnett, Bachelor of Journalism from the University of Queensland.
The shit go.
From Queensland.
So it is. So despite the article being factually correct that he did go through this and then he had commented himself around his problems,
this is private.
The timing of it is a smear. It's like he's trying to smear Ashley Klein's name just before game 2.
Don't even get it twisted. That's exactly what they're doing. It's exactly what they're doing. Like, this is a story that's been private. People have known this. This is not a sports story. This is a news story.
Do you agree with me on my first take that the NRL should have got on top of this straight away though? Because this is just it's too big of a story,
if they
mate.
knew about it.
Well, they did. They investigated.
But they should have done this shit. As soon as they investigated, he should have come out of it. Yeah. He should have come out and did a fucking story like that and nipped it in the butt.
Yes.
That's where you should have. That's where you did fuck up.
Yeah.
Klein's team, Klein's management, you think that's going to be swept under the table? It's common knowledge. For people, not common knowledge. For journos, they know. Journos would have this under the fucking, in their little kit bag going, oh, when can I use this?
It would have been used by now. That's the thing.
Some people, mate, journos fucking know everything, mate.
Do you get my point with that?
I know.
I asked Danny Wilder about this. Did you know about this? He goes, yeah, I knew years ago. I just didn't want to fucking write anything about it. Would have been something like that. But this guy,
there are journos are journos, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So journos, as in journos are like this. Yeah, there's off the record stuff. There's also a story will drop and then you'll hear a journo. I'm not saying your man Danny Wilder.
Danny Wilder would never do anything like this.
But just journos in general would just be like, we knew, we kept it on the low. And to be fair, and this is sort of my point with it all as well. As long as he hasn't done anything and it's been investigated, really has nothing. And I have no problem with the NRL keeping Ashley Klein on. I just think they should have addressed it way earlier.
This is stupid handling from the NRL and Ashley Klein. Yeah. It should have been done 3 years ago. No one would have given a fuck. Right? It would have been news back then. You put it, you investigate, you put it out in the preseason, off season, when no one gives a fuck, and you end it. That's what you do. But if you want to keep it under, you think people don't know, you think journos don't know. Hey, no.
It's only a matter of time.
The amount of stories that journos don't tell is astounding. If you talk to a fucking really high up journo, even like Buzz and all those sort of blokes, they got things that can bring the game down. It's their fault that this come out.
Agreed.
You can't blame the journo. You can't blame anyone, especially if they've done the investigation 3 years ago. Fucking end it there. No one would be giving a shit about it. Now it's fucking come up in the worst time, in the worst place, Origin 2.
Equally,
get it done, Klein.
23.
Send 3 people off, Ashley Klein. Do that. 3 Queenslanders. The first 3 sets. Dare you.
What were you going to say?
Well, wasn't it 23 with the Broncos Panthers final?
Yeah.
He didn't play that. He wasn't that head ref.
That's a good.
Oh, that's when the G-Man come through and he thought he was killing it.
The G-Man was having a moment.
Yeah, and then Klein come back and said, "Hold my fucking whistle."
He was still doing semis and stuff, wasn't he?
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Yeah, that's relatable.
Then Calvin Klein come back.
I'm just trying to look at.
Someone said in the comments, "Oh God, he looks old for 46." I'm like, "Very stressful to do that to you. That looks the highest stressful job in the world." Referee.
Yeah, heavy.
NRL's page.
Anyway,
who won 24?
Penrith.
Who'd they beat in 24?
Fucks me. Melbourne, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, he refereed that game. So when KLEIN, Atkins.
KLEIN just went, hold my whistle for one grand final. I'll get it back next year.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a part of the decision not for him to be refereeing to the grand final in 2023. That was
a big part of it.
They should have addressed it way earlier. Yeah. All right, let's get to the Rabbitohs 48 defeating the Broncos 6. Boys, this is on Thursday night. Man. The start of this game absolutely rocked me. In fact, I was putting down some notes, going through the comments section, looking at some preparation for this episode when Lukey messaged us in a group. And I'd actually missed the start of the game because it was a 7:50 start rather than an 8:05 start. Normally, it just caught me off guard a little bit. I went back and rewind the dry arrow leaving the tunnel.
Yeah. Mate, Jair is he's a tough human, mate. And when you see another guy like that in tears, I was fucking instantly crying. I watched the game by myself most of the time. Then his kid come out with him when he held his kid, and then he's looking at his players. And I was just thinking back, if I was 30 and that happened to me, right, little kid, and then family, and then like having that terrible disease, it's just like, fuck. It's just, you'd be angry. You wouldn't know what you'd be angry at. You'd be happy. You'd be sad. It was so many emotions, man. My eyes just started fucking just pouring out. Yeah. And I was just like, fuck. Just to see a tough man cry like that as well. You know what I mean? Like, men, I cried. Men cry. But I mean, like, just in that moment there, it was just like a lot come to him. And then, like the players that he's went to war with, knowing that he's never going to play the game again. A lot of things just went to my head. I was like, oh.
That was a beautiful picture with
angry
and Cody
and emotional,
before the game.
Yes, I can only imagine what he's going through. If I'm feeling angry and emotional, like he's living it, right? And just got a lot of gratitude towards your life and fuck. But South did a really good job
celebrating.
Yeah, the white jerseys. What was that for him?
That was for him.
Jersey, yeah.
Yep, that was for him.
That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, Jason Clark did a presentation before him, and it was cool to see. They're trying to keep it as normal as possible for him, Mace.
Yeah, at the start, like sorry, like when they had him in just before he ran out with his family, and you could tell that he didn't want to do it. Be like me if I got that, I'd be fuck no, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Because you don't want that. I would be like him. Fuck, I'm not doing it. But then you got to think of it's bigger than you. You know what I mean? So that was fucking hard to watch. Hard to watch.
What they've been doing, South, and I was lucky enough to be at the Bulldogs South game. It's become a bit of a theme for them to ring the bell, so it's a bit of an honour for them to go down.
Yeah, Nathan Merritt did it.
Yeah, so Nathan Merritt did it. I had goosebumps from that time. Yeah. Nathan Merritt's gone through a tough time himself. The club get behind their players, so I thought it was a really nice touch. Jason Clark's doing a great job there. He had a jersey presentation on their socials to dry, and Cody sort of comes in halfway through and, on the back of the jersey he had an arrow, and then Cody comes in and they said they should put like Derek there or something like that. And they're trying to lighten the mood. They're trying to keep it as normal as possible for him, and that's what Jai wants. Yeah. And he's been going to training sessions and trying to take the piss because Cody said himself after in the presser with Wayne, it's been extremely tough for the playing group. Wayne also talked about what you mentioned, about going through a different situation with Alex McKinnon, which was highly emotional for everyone at the club as well. So he's been through two really...
I think the Alex McKinnon thing would have taught him a lot about how to get that next group. Like, I think that's why they come out and beat the fucking Bronx brakes off them, the brakes off them. We got beat, right?
Yeah.
Because we weren't emotionally... We couldn't detach the emotional stuff from Alex, and then to play a game. Were we ready? No, because Wayne hadn't been through that. It was like it was fucking hard. I remember those moments. Me and Wayne and I were up the back of the bus, and like we were both like crying. That's Wayne Bennett in tears. Like the leader of men.
You can't prepare yourself for that, can
but
you?
If you look at Wayne, I look at him as the fucking leader of fucking men. Fucking nearly at the top of the chart, and then I'm sitting in the middle. You got Jeremy Smith there, and you got and everyone is just fucking in tears, like just And I looked at Wayne, I was like, fuck, I just give him a hug.
So you can relate to Cody what he was saying.
Fucking everything. That's what it hit. Little things like that, like that's why I think a lot of those things was like, oh God, fuck, like you don't want anyone to go through that.
Well, he put on a masterclass, Cody. He had 2 try assists officially, but 4 or 5 of them were due to Cody Walker before the final pass from our man Latrell Sewald, the real Latrell. Shout out to the real Latrell. Jeez, he's playing well. I don't know. Good, Wayne said that Latrell Mitchell could return next week. I think they've got the bye this week, and then he could return next week. Jack Whiten's probably still a little bit away, and Campbell Graham just re-injured himself.
Did he do was it a wrist or shoulder?
I forgot what Jack did, but he's still a couple of weeks away. Latrell Sewald might find himself on the right centre position because Talis Duncan's been playing right centres now. Was been out.
Fractured radius.
Yeah, it's not seen as his arm.
Also, I know the game fitness is not quite there. Fuck, Cheese is in career best shape at the moment.
Looks good, eh? Because you can tell if you're not in shape, the white one will expose you. The white jersey will expose you.
Oh, yeah, it will.
I could, a couple of people could get some drive-bys, but I won't because you won.
Yeah.
48-6 was great. But, he looks good.
Yeah.
Give him a couple more games. They can make a late run.
The rest of the NRL.
These fuckers, watch out for these guys.
Yeah.
Because of the class that's out, and you can still put 48 on a Broncos team with Trell. AJ, 4 tries. Damn it. I fucking love seeing that without Trell. Campbell Graham, right? You still got Jack. So you're talking about 3 or 4 strike players. Then you can move these other guys into the forwards. Like, they've got a good balance there, man.
Yeah.
Got a good balance. Kalamatangi's given some big minutes out there. Quality work. Cam Murray comes back from Origin.
David Fafita's come back and looks strong as well. Staying on the right edge. Good. Yeah, staying on the right edge. And he got 60 minutes out in this game, but a couple of big efforts. Our man Lachlan Hubner.
The Hub is it?
Chased down on Adam Reynolds.
Poor Reno.
You can't get run down by Hubner.
I reckon Totola would have got him. Seriously. I think, and from Totola would have been in the in goal, and I reckon he could have got him. Poor Reno. Reno's just like, where the fuck is someone fast?
He clearly did his hamstring at that point too.
He just can't get out of I bet because he's so good at like doing shit like that, he goes, no, now I got to run. I wish I could just drop to a knee as soon as I get an intercept, but I've got to put at least 20 in.
He needed just like a Dean Mariner to be playing in this game.
No, that's what I mean.
You know, if Dean Mariner, if as soon as he takes that intercept, Dean Mariner just goes,
and he just like straight takes up 3 steps and just goes like that. Yeah. That's what. But he's so good at reading plays like that. And Reno, fuck, hamstring again, right?
Hamstring again.
Because that was not tightness. You're not fucking cramping up, mate.
We don't
get the ice pack off.
Yeah, you can't have an ice pack if it's cramped, right? Like he has to have done something. No, I think he tweaked it in that run and played the rest and made it worse. Look, started off as strain.
I think he tweaked it in a fucking warm up in 2018.
I'll tell you who played all right too. The benchies off we're talking about. Jamie Humphries has clearly got a defined role there now off the bench. But Big Riddell on his debut game, and LeBlanc can hit.
Yeah. Hey, our boy LeBlanc.
Broncos, double blow, Ezra and Reynolds at the same time.
They're done, boys.
I felt like Ezra was dialed in as well. He was ready to explode in this game, and he would, if there were any chance, he was the one that looked the most likely before the Ed Cossey try saver.
Yeah, this sucks, man. Like, because I remember we won in 2004 and we didn't make the finals the next year.
So you can relate.
Injury, I know. And that's what I said. I was like, fuck, it happens. I was trying to think. I was like, where's another team that's sort of made the – Luke, you have a look. Who's won a grand final and then not made the 8 the next year? I think maybe the Tigers did that as well. 05
in 05?
And then 06. I think they made the finals in 06.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was a couple – because injuries, Roosters –
what year?
I think, the Roosters made the grand final in 2004 and we both didn't make the grand final. We both didn't make the 8 because of injuries. You get a couple of injuries.
Here we go. Only 4 reigning premiers have failed to make the
Bulldogs,
final.
Tigers. I'm going to think. So Bulldogs, Tigers.
Yep.
St. George?
Nope.
No.
Not according to this.
Anyway. You're right.
Broncos, 06.
Bronx, 06.
Storm, 2010.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's the salary cap year.
Yeah, when GI and that left.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now this Broncos team, I don't think they can't make it. Mathematically, they'd be just nearly impossible. Mostly because these teams that are above the Bronx.
La Bronx.
fucking a trending like that. You can't get dusted by St George and Titans and then, the Rabbits that are busted up.
I think I am.
And plus with your injury toll. That's what fucks you.
So the teams from 12th down, which are the Bulldogs, MASE, with 5 wins. 5 wins because that's the important number. The Raiders have only had 1 bye, so they get 2. Broncos, 1 bye. Eels, 1 bye, so that's going to help their chances. Eels, Broncos, Raiders. I think from the Bulldogs down, they can't make the 8. I don't think any team, Bulldogs, Raiders, Broncos, Eels, Titans, Dragons.
We need to go on like an 8-game winning streak.
Chance or what?
Don't know. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know. The brand of football we're playing, no. But you can catch some fire somewhere.
All right, let's get back to Ezra.
What did he do?
For Ezra, AC in the try saver for Edward
He's
Cosson.
running around like fucking Ace Ventura. Yeah, fucking saw that. You see that in the background? He's fucking Ace Ventura when he's hitting the dart.
I heard the audio from, it would have been the touchies mic, must have been, when he threw a ball and he goes, fuck, I can't pass. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Oh, it's just like one arm. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
What about poor old Duffy though? So Duffy starts. This is back-to-back weeks now. He started. Then he got pulled just before half time. Then Ezra gets injured and then he gets put back on.
Oh, mate,
he must be just like his head's all over the shop.
He's like, what am I doing?
He just got re-signed too, Duffy. He'd be like,
am I good?
The Madge.
Can I play?
Madge must be like
fucking with him.
Imagine how much head noise you would have playing for Madge. He must just be a roller coaster, mate.
Can you imagine being there now? Like you've just won a premiership, You got Payne Haas, you got Reece Walsh out. Is it anymore? You got Carrigan injured. That's about it.
Mariner's
injured. But I'm talking like
Shibasaki.
Shiba. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked. I feel for you.
Jordan Ricky was hobbling around in that game too. Looked like he re-aggravated his foot. Yeah, they're in a tough old spot.
Yeah, rough. Like especially now with the injuries. And even with the Bulldogs, you get that external pressure.
Yep.
Right? Ricky would have come back maybe a week or 2 earlier.
Yep.
Couple of players out there look like they've been fucking on one leg for the
feels like
year.
Every player at the Broncos comes back 1 week too early.
Yeah, I think most teams do that.
Yeah.
Right, look at Critter. You can't have a grade 5 fucking AC.
Yeah, you're right. The desperation of where they are on the ladder.
And because they're club first, you know what I mean? They go, fuck. Like you can't question Critter, right? I think he's so valiant what he's been through. I think he missed 1 game and his arm was hanging off. You know what I mean? He misses Origin. I went through that last week. A lot of things that are, that you can lose just by, being tough and club first mentality and captain and, a lot of pressure on him. People still forget that he's 23, 24 years old. You know what I mean? You'd think he was 30.
Somehow I reckon we've talked about the Dogs for maybe 15 minutes in this episode and they've got the bye this weekend.
I didn't even know they had the bye.
Somehow it just slips on in, doesn't it? Let's get to the Finns up 48 defeating the Roosters 10. Isaiah Katoa returned to the Dolphins with the swag that he should be in the 19 for New South Wales. Probably you wouldn't even been a part of this where you've been in camp very close to getting selected because when you got selected you were just straight in.
Yeah. But that was it back then.
It was different.
Yeah.
But geez, the confidence that you'd get from just being around those. This is two years in a row now he's been in camp. He's got to shadow Nathan again. He's got to be in camp with and see how close Ethan Strange is to getting consistent time at that level. He in this game he looked night and day the best player on the field.
This time last year we really started putting it together, wasn't it? He had a little glimpse here. He got brought into camp for a couple of times, remember?
It was game three.
But then he went on a fucking run, on a tear.
Yep.
So, they brought him in game 2 and fuck, he's on another level, man. The timing he's a different half. He's not like Cleary. He's not like Moses. It's like
he's a throwback.
He's I don't know what he is. Like,
he's Cliffy Lyons,
he hits like a truck.
Jason Smith sort of vibes.
Sometimes they mix it up and say, and what a great hit by Feni Fuiaki. It's Katoa. Just banging you, right?
Every now and again he'll get the shits.
He'll get you.
If they're playing bad and he's capable of it.
He's done that, and I love that leadership that he's got already. So he knows what sort of influence he has on the team. His kicking game, his tackling game, his pass selection is the best.
As you know, I've been a fins up guy for a couple of years now. MASE, and he admitted himself he was off the mark at the start of the year. I watched him for 8 weeks. During that run, there were, like I said, I had my question marks around Cody and so on, but Isaiah wasn't playing well, and it was confusing, and I was like, what's going on with him? And it was, is he finally getting a bit of not second year syndrome, fourth year syndrome?
People game planning for him more.
Yes. Well, he's been in the lab. He's been in the film room. He's been, I don't know, maybe the wear and tear of the season. People, he's starting to wear teams down as well. Whatever it may be, whatever they're doing, he's clearly a representative level player. Because he's got 2 elite talent, maybe even 3 elite talents in front of him right now, in a game, in an opposition that had Angus Crichton, Connor Watson, Spencer Leniu and Daly Cherry Evans, who've all played rep footy over the last couple of years, he was by far the most dominant looking player on the field, which is a huge rap.
Massive rap. And that's what happens, He'd come back with that aura that he's like, I actually belong. I should be playing on Wednesday. That sort of swag. And
with confidence and humility, not arrogance.
Never. He's too humble for that, and he's been raised right. And because the Roosters went after him, they were trying to get at him. Nothing faces him, right? And I think at the start of the year, I'm not sure what it was, right? Dolphins were playing shit for one. Yeah. You can't have your 7 you can't win your games like that. Not in today's defense. Defensive systems were all over him, and then he just evolves, right?
They were doing too much defense too. Yeah, the back fives were making heaps of errors.
What's he supposed to do? Just get to the kick? And once they start, the back fives got their shit together. The back rollers are all in there. They've got Flegler back in the group. Everybody's sorted right now. And that's when he plays his best football. And then you've got old mate back, Marshall King.
Yeah.
Fucking makes a big difference.
Yep.
Right? If your markers aren't even square, he's running. Right, so then the next play is going to be quick, so then he can get on ball straight away. Before they weren't generating any speed during in the ruck.
He's another player, Jeremy Marshall King, who there have been some good players over the last 2 or 3 years when they play, but they've spent a lot of time on the sidelines with different injuries. Yeah, they're a much better team. Yeah. And Jez,
he's that guy.
He's that guy for the Dolphins.
He's just been injured, and if they can. Just say you get Flegler back, you get Selwyn back. Who else is back?
Finifuiaki. Hammer.
Fucking hell.
They have 5 playing.
So get 4 or 5 back.
Plath, did you say Plath?
And Max Plath. You get all 4 or 5 players back and put them back into this team here. That's a team that can go toe-to-toe with Penrith. I want to see if they play them in the later part of the year, that'll be a fucking cracking game. That could be a grand final replay because they're 2 of the teams that I'm looking at.
Grand final preview.
Sorry.
Yep.
They're 2 of the teams that play the style of football that wins games, wins grand finals because they're defensively got their shit together. They fucking defend good.
I'll tell you a huge part of the Dolphins, and it's going to be huge for the Dolphins' success in the next couple of years. Trey Fuller extended with the Dolphins. He's going to be there next year.
It says a lot.
It says a lot, mate, because so often he plays in these games. He had 300 meters. He's tough as all hell. And I say this with this is a compliment, but it might not sound. Yeah, it's going to sound like a backhanded compliment.
I get him all the time.
He's the perfect fill-in player for this time of the year.
Yeah, Energizer Bunny.
Because I don't think with his size, he can play. You can account for him to be your fullback week in, week out.
No, his body won't survive.
But give him 6 games per year during Origin,
5 to 10.
Filling in for Hammer, or if someone's injured in the centres and they've just got to move someone in the back line.
Sorry, if Hammer needs a rest after Origin, maybe one or
he'll give you a 10 out of 10 effort and do a job. And as we say, it takes 25 deep. To win a comp, and he provides that for him.
Him coming off the back fence and fucking Angus and someone he just ran straight at him. He's giving away 30 of the best easy. Some of the other boys, I fucking love that. I love the fact that he signed with them because he could go over to England. He could start there all the time. He could go to another place and go, you know what? I know where I am, right? Am I a starter? Yeah, I can start a game if you want. But I'm in a good system here. They gave me a crack. You know, like he's paying them back as well. He's a great fill-in for anyone who goes down. You can move, even if just say if what's the name gets injured. It's so movable. Trey can play anywhere.
Yeah,
and he seems like very good. That's club first mentality.
Yeah,
and that's what you want these guys re-signing. You know, the Donahues and Max Plaths and all those blokes because they got the opportunity to play for the Dolphins. They're inaugural players. It means a lot. So they fucking pumped the Roosters. It was tough for the first bit, but they know how to just absorb. And then when they get the chance, mate, and the floodgates open, you're done. Because they are resilient.
Well, I'll tell you a huge moment was when the chase down by Tavita Nafahu on Cody Ramsey.
Yeah. Yep.
By that stage, they were pretty dominant, but still.
No.
Another player, Tavita Nafahu. I've been saying this again for pretty much all season. He's a first grader.
Yep.
He's a first grader. He's got a high ceiling as well.
Yeah. Good eyebrows.
Got a lot to like about him. He's a quality player. That's a big chase down, and they are deep, mate. They are deep. Roosters
Osaka,
had
he's on another level.
Yeah, Osaka's
he's fucking playing with a mad swag.
Well, he knocked out both Reece Foley and Savala.
Yeah,
almost the identical same carry.
You see the size of that man? The thickness around the legs, hips, and
his
arms.
Goal kicking.
Unbelievable.
Crucial in the finals. His goal kicking.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just. We've got some really good kickers, like with the mad silky touch. He's in my top 3.
Yeah.
Him, Trell, and Val.
As in
the way they hit the ball beautiful. The way someone hits a ball in a golf ball and just beautiful, right?
It looks sweet. Smooth swing.
Yeah.
Smooth swing.
I think he's my number 1.
We did this last year.
Yeah,
and then
Trell's 2 and 3's Val.
Yeah. Tell you, which Trell?
Both of them.
I think I like Seawold better than Mitchell.
What? The Seawold kick him good?
Hits him the Mickey.
What?
Seawold's a gun goal kicker.
Any lefty just looks cool.
Lefties do look good. Yeah, lefties do look cool. Robbo, I thought he nailed this. Like he embraced the difficult part of this season. He says it's the ultimate equalizer that you've got Origin players, but then they miss during this period. But there's no denying this is a huge point swing. So these two teams going into this round, the Dolphins were 1 game below the Roosters, and the Roosters were in 3rd position. They almost jumped them and took their spot because now they're equal on wins, the same amount of losses and the same amount of buys, but it's the points differential. Yeah. And now they have...
That could cost a top 4, couldn't it?
Well, it was a 40-point swing.
Ooh.
A 40-point swing for points differential.
Yeah, okay.
So, I love the I love how Robbo acknowledged that it is a difficult period for him, but they pride themselves on it.
They've still got the players that do a better job than that.
Yes, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, this is not a Roosters team that you, as I said, you named those players before. They're Origin players.
Nafahu White.
But when we reviewed this game, the back 5, they're all over the shop. You couldn't. They just were just inexperienced, out of position. You can't go up against fucking Herbie. He'll end up getting you.
Well, especially when they had injuries to the left edge as well.
Like Tommy Talau ain't played first grade, and I love Tommy Talau.
Yeah.
It's reserve grade is here. NRL is here.
Well, you're right. And Tommy Talau hasn't played as much this year. He started on the wing. Yeah. He had to move into the centres when Junior Tupou come on. Then they had to.
He went good. He went good.
Yeah, Junior Tupou. Yep.
Yeah,
we also had what's his name, Savala and Reece Foley both go off.
That's a player there, Savala. Fucking dig him. Like last year, I just don't think I saw. He just looks bigger. I'm just finding myself looking at him as a fucking 13, mate.
Yeah.
Because he defends unreal. We weren't sure about his defense, but he ended up nailing it by the end of last year. So it's like he's put on a bit of size.
For sure. He's big body.
Yeah, like he's 6'3", the best. It's a fucking prototype.
He looks like Yowie.
It's a prototype lock.
Yeah, he looks like Yowie, doesn't
I'm looking at him going, there's a player there. There's a future representative player there.
What's interesting.
High representative player.
So take Ches out of the equation. Ches has got 1 year on his contract, 2 years left max as an option or whatever. Yeah. They've also got young Toby Rodwell, who looked good. Come on, scored a try for him. I think Reece Foley apparently is a bit of a hybrid. Got knocked out playing in the centres. And then obviously Sam Walker.
When I look at some kids, I mean, like the players who get knocked out like that, who dip so early, all we do, I mean, I get it. It's a contact game and everything like that, but like when you're coming through the grades now, the pathways and that's all we fucking teach is not to do that, right? I'm not having a crack at the kid, but like, fuck, mate, you got to protect yourself. First grade is a whole lot different than playing your flag and SG ball and everything like that, and even reserve grade. They're big, they're strong, they've got late footwork. Can't dip that early. You'd be filthy at yourself if you get knocked out like that.
Did you see Savala almost got done in the exact same way?
Yeah.
It was Sasako both times. And it was the same right down the right side channel for the Dolphins. A little bit of late footwork, a lot of fatigue in the game. Yeah. Both of them pretty much carbon copy, exactly the same.
It's the fatigue factor. That's what it is. So how quick's your, like, how good's your technique when you're fucking under the pump?
Yeah.
I'm lucky I was 6'5". I didn't have to dip that much, right?
Yeah,
I could wrap around, and you're tall as well, so you can move yourself. But when you're like just say 5'10"-ish, smaller, going against a bloke that is steppy like a Osako or even a Selwyn Cobbo and all these wingers, mate, they're 100 kilos, bro. Can move, fit as hell. They're not fatigued. They're coming off the wing 9 out of 10, right? You're in the way. You better be fucking good.
Got to get your height right.
Yeah, you got to get it right, son. So
well, this one comes from Nalik. He's getting it right for us. So Toby Rodwell is a highly regarded prospect who plays halfback. His older brother Tom is a winger who debuted last year and played for the Newtown Jets for a couple of years before joining the Sharks juniors. Boys are both from Wollongong, and they are Matty Rodwell's sons.
Rodwell,
Yep. So there you go.
Nice.
Congratulations to Rex Bathwaite, Toby Rodwell, and Reece Foley for all making their debuts. Bit of a bittersweet night.
It's
the youngsters.
It's good for those kids to get that experience and go, okay, well, all right, that's the level I need to get to. Learning curve. I don't think Rodwell's that far off.
Yeah, looks good, didn't he? Looked under duress, under the circumstances, looked calm under pressure. Looks like he's got a bit of a future on him.
Another kid we'll get to with that Warriors I was impressed with.
Yes, yeah. The hooker. Yeah. All right, this one comes from Monk SC. Genuine question. Genuine question. The Warriors are getting a lot of hype and positive rap from the whole NRL community. It seems the Warriors get a pass for being great in the regular season, but always coming up short in the finals. However, when the Sharks do well in the regular season, the chat around them is always negative, like, yeah, but they can't win in the finals. Why is that? And this was before the game as well, too, by the way. I want to give him credit for this as well. He's not just jumping on after the fact. And I would say, and here's my take on this, I have viewed the Warriors as an awesome story, as a developing team. My disappointment around the Sharks is I thought they were closer than the Warriors. And I felt...
And how long are we talking? The last 4 years? Are we talking the last 10 years? I
guess the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, so under Webby and under Fitzy. I would, without knowing it exactly. Now, I've said this a number of times. I feel like the Penrith Panthers have been number one with regards to the regular season and where they've been on the ladder. It's been the Melbourne Storm as well, and then probably Cronulla. Yeah. But also, don't sleep on what Webby's done at the Warriors in the same amount of time in the last 4 years as well. Yeah. So, two really competitive teams, a really competitive game on the weekend.
It was a good game.
I don't know why I guess maybe we've got. Do we have higher expectations of the Sharks over the last couple of years? Has that been the disappointment?
Because they got a lot more star power, right? Your Nico Hines, your Fanua Blakes, like they've got some real big guns in the back line and in the forwards.
Did we feel like Brayley, Adam Fanua Blake was the last piece for Cronulla last year?
That's what the whole thing was, right? We just need one more prop and we can take it. We can get over the edge, but. They haven't, and even like Nickera, like they've got a gun team, but they've been in the last 4 years as a Panther. What Panthers are just too good. They've got to the prelim 2 years in a row. The Sharks, prelim, fucking hard to get to, hard to win,
very
hard to win, and they've always come on the wrong end. Otherwise, they could have got to 2 grand finals.
I will say
who knows who could have won those grand finals.
I will say this: despite this win, I still have high expectations of the Warriors this year.
I do too.
How do you feel about the two teams, despite this?
I like the Warriors. If they had, I don't like Roger missing out because I thought Roger was on a bit of a hot streak there, and everyone was really feeding off his energy defensively. Last ride, going overseas, and you can really use that as a fucking motivation. And they still keep winning games, and they're very competitive. Even this game here was a fucking defensive based win, right? The Sharks got the 2 points with the penalty goal, but like this whole thing was defense.
I loved it.
Defense. I love this game.
It was
and
fucking
as I said,
that game to watch.
like you officiate the game like that, you're going to get these games.
Yeah,
and it was and it was to the climate, right? You know what that's
Wet
like
weather.
over there.
Yeah, it's
fucking freezing cold.
Yeah,
balls is like a cake of soap. It's messy.
The players from both teams were getting licked the entire game.
Yeah,
I loved it.
You knew it.
And you're taking your medicine.
Yeah.
You just have to take your medicine.
And I loved it when they got Talakai coming from the bench.
Yeah.
He loves that shit.
Yeah.
Even the Dolph loved it.
Yeah.
They got some tough dudes in that Sharks team.
There was one set, and I think it was Michael Ennis in commentary talked about
the Warriors hit.
Yes.
They made like 20 meters or something.
And then the Sharks backed it up the next set.
Yeah.
And I was like, how good is this?
You see Talakai just fucking fought. I don't know who it was. He just hit some kid. I don't know. Was it? Boom. Just folded him like it's fucking, just hit him from the side and just went, and I think it was a young fella.
Was it
I'm not
Yeremia
sure.
Tuava potentially?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's a couple of plays.
There's a couple of hits where Talakai hit you. You're done.
Dallin got pumped heaps.
Fucking outstanding Dallin, mate.
Oi.
Over 20 plus touches.
Camperera got pumped heaps before he went
Yeah.
off. Cork. Was that weird time to get a cork too? So people don't understand. He got a cork with about a minute to go before half time.
Bad luck.
And then that's the worst time to possibly get it.
You just
His toughness
cool
has
down.
improved heaps.
Yeah.
Since he's been at the Warriors.
That's a credit to
Coaching.
the Warriors and
Yep.
the coaching staff and the culture that they built.
Yep.
If you're part of the back five, we expect those runs to be flat out.
Yep.
Find the spaces, not faces. Dallin's the best at it. And the guys, because he's so fit and same pace. So like at the start of the game, obviously they're coming up and trying to lick him.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, he's making those half breaks.
Yep.
He's making the breaks. He's getting a couple of late offloads.
He had one bad offload.
I know.
And it was crucial.
It's very crucial.
But let's get to the Sharkies.
Yeah.
Fitzy said this in the presser, and it was just the mentality of the team going over there and not getting. He was asked about the lack of success early in the game when they had heaps of ball. They had they were not going to get wavered by not scoring points early on.
Not against this.
They understood what this Warriors team is, the momentum that they've got, how they've been defending at home, the conditions, and they didn't let the lack of success and points deflate them and just stayed in an arm wrestle. And it was 10-8. It was one of my favourite games to watch. And I thought Trindle, even though it wasn't the 3 try assists and a try or whatever that he sometimes does at Sharks, I thought he was excellent the way he controlled.
Gone are the days where you're getting the coach going, just stick with it, put pressure on them, repeat sets, and they'll blow out, and then you'll score a couple of tries. Those days are gone.
Yeah.
They're well and truly gone. The Warriors will defend. They're fit. They're mobile. They'll get out of yardage as soon as they get the ball. Their back five's ready to roll in and rip in for their forwards because they know how hard they're doing it. That's what the Penriths do. That's what the Sharks do. Right? That's what the top 4 teams do. They help them out. Look at the Dolphins. What they do: help their middles out. Selwyn, Osako, Hammer, Herbie. They help. And that's what the Warriors do. You see the Warriors, as soon as that ball's changed over, they defended like for 2 or 3 sets. They're out of their yard. They're out.
Yeah.
They can't wait to get the ball.
They miss Rog too on those yardage carries.
Strong, man.
Like he's one of the best coming out of yardage, and he's different to like Dallin and Camperera are playing like they're brave, and I know Roger's playing centers.
But you can put a shot on those two.
Yes.
Can't hit Rog.
Rog can't hit him clean, can you?
Left
And
foot,
it's
right
like a
foot,
sweet.
fucking-
Yeah, they're really missing him in yardage carries.
He finds his guts all the time.
Yeah.
So it's he speeds that ruck up, but I love that.
Here's a question for
that
you:
back five.
who had the better clean catch in the last 2 weeks? Will Kennedy on that charge down,
Oh, yeah.
or Keanu Kinney's one-arm pickup against Walshy last week?
Kennedy.
How did he hold that?
I just don't know. I thought it was like, they'll replay that. He's knocked it on somewhere.
Yeah.
He won him the game.
Clean.
Oh, yeah. And Kinney's was out of this world, right?
For
But
a try.
That was clutch, man. Kennedy's kick pressure from fullback.
Both game winners.
Oh, awesome. Kinney's good, but Kennedy in those moments, that was just brilliant. Brilliant.
The
How did he catch it?
the quality of
It
footy
was wet as fuck.
Oh.
Blokes were dropping it off the 9.
it must have just got stuck
It
in
was
there
so
somewhere.
good. It was, or not hit him in the head, or that was just a perfect angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, Ken.
Trindle
he played good too.
Hey, Trindle also tried to. There's a if you watch every game, there's a bit of a trend now. Reynolds pulled it off with his field goal.
Yeah.
What they do is, you line up. It's sort of like rather than lining up in traditional field goal depth, they get into a first receiver role like they're about to put a kick to the corner. Yeah. So Adam Reynolds was on the open side of the ruck when he nailed his, but he was so flat that it just gets the defensive line to just relax a little bit like it's going to be a crossfield kick or a pass, and then he quickly knocks one over. Trindle tried to do the same thing down the short side, and I think it was Michael Ennis and Blocker were commentating on the game with Jake Duke, and they're like, oh, why didn't he get deep? It's a little sneaky strategy that halves are doing now, so watch out for it now when you see halfbacks try to line up in that sort of flat distance for a flat depth for a field goal. But he nailed the second one. Fuck, he hit that clean.
That was 45, wasn't it?
It was sailing too past.
Did not miss. I love seeing that.
So good. Hey, shout out to the Pudu brothers as well. Proud mixed heritage as well. I watched a cool interview over the break or over the weekend. They're over the Black Dot.
Oh yeah.
Which is a bow champion, Bo Dela Cruz.
Bo Dela Cruz. Good
Māori, New Zealand Māori mother and Indigenous father. Okay. So they're triplets as well. So and the triplet is not another boy; it's a sister.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool watch. I thought those two guys were good too. They're tough. They're tough buggers.
Well, they've just they're thick. First year in first grade, man.
Yeah.
Like, the little hooker goes good. The sevens are good. I reckon they're some future players there.
They've taken a bit of a journey too. 24 years old.
Oh, okay.
24, 25 years old. Had to work and played heaps of New South Wales Cup.
Right.
Yep. Started off in the Penrith system. Hohepa went to Canberra for a couple of years.
Yep.
They're thick. They just need to tighten up a little bit. Like I think the nutrition and diet and big minutes and all that just need to tighten up. They can tighten things up a little bit, but
they don't realise that until you play first grade, right? When you've been in the system for a while and you're playing Reggies and stuff like that, you can get away with a couple of little 1% slip. Yeah. Now it's like you got to stay on top of that,
and also the money that's attributed with playing first grade, right? You can make better choices when you have more money and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully, I think they can be a part of.
They can play.
Yeah, fucking oath.
They could get. I mean, I just say. If they're off contract, they could easily slide into the Perth system, PNG.
I think
starters.
I think they should stay a part of the Cronulla's best 17 moving forward, even when some of their big dogs get back.
Yeah, even when Brayley comes back.
Yeah, I think Hohepa definitely should, but there's a spot there for Nephi in the 19.
Yeah, okay.
Just watch out for them in the next couple of weeks, especially while they're out. Yeah. Also, Webby. So Webby finally had a crack at the reffing decision. I love his reasoning behind it, and the explanation from Jared Sutton was awful. The audio looks awful for Jared Sutton, but this is a New Zealand Warriors issue.
Yeah.
Why?
The try? What is it?
No, not the try. It was the dropout when the buzzer goes. So, which led to the first points of the game, the 2 points.
Yeah.
So the audio was on socials. Chanel Harris-Davida asked Jared Sutton how long there was to go on the clock. Jared Sutton says 5 seconds. He kicks it within 2 or 3 seconds, but the bell goes off whilst he's kicking the ball.
That's fucked.
It leads to 2 points.
Look at the score.
But why? This is someone at the New Zealand Warriors is at fault here for. So I end up finding out information around this. So you're supposed to have on the big screen
the countdown.
Yeah. But instead,
countdown?
The Warriors had advertisement for sponsors there.
Ugh.
So two wrongs don't make a right here.
No.
Like it's a. I think common sense is what Webster's looking for, but at fault first before it gets to Sutton, giving him the wrong information.
Yeah.
The Warriors ground.
Can you overrule that?
They can't. You can't.
Groundsman.
Groundsman.
Who's at fault there? It is the groundsman. He controls it.
Like the stadium director.
Yeah, the stadium director. Yeah. Get your sponsors off the screen when your fucking team he has the ball or needs
something.
Needs the shot clock on.
Move it.
Put a separate screen up there with the shot clock for either team. It probably would have been even more controversial if it was against the Sharks, because then it would have been viewed as strategy and someone playing up. But because it went against their own team, it's like ground control.
Whatever it is.
Be fucking
He knows
better.
who he is.
Yeah, stuffed up.
Find out in Christchurch.
Jacko Ford. Oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah, we're going. New Zealand, look out.
On Friday
this week.
Let's see if we got any more information here. Oh, those are just ticket details. All right, so we were heading over to Christchurch for the New Zealand Warriors versus the North Queensland Cowboys. Yeah. More details to come.
Okay.
We'll just say that. We're
pump it on Thursday?
We'll pump it on Thursday with exactly what our itinerary.
Warriors and Christchurch needs to know levels is coming.
Yeah, we're coming.
That's all you need to know.
A couple of days, more information to come on Thursday.
Right.
Jacko Ford, 51 tackles again in this game. And remember how last week I talked about Supercoach plays? He's not one of those guys. He's not a spot player. He goes initiating the contact.
Yeah, he goes up.
He goes looking for it, doesn't he? So
fuck, man. He's work on just like kick chase plus 1 and 2 as a middle in the 65th minute and just going after it. His motor must be ridiculous.
He's so fit, mate.
Big diesel.
He's so fit. Big diesel. Anything else with the Wars? Oh, yeah, the rookie went well. Off the bench, I liked him.
I like that kid.
Makai Tafua.
Tafua?
Yeah, good technique.
All Tafuas have good technique.
Yeah.
It's fucking it's in the last name.
He's the shotter, isn't he? Like, he's got cup highlights where he's shotting everyone.
I haven't seen those highlights, but I watched this game and he looks like he's fucking...
No, he's built for the kill.
Yeah.
He's built for it, to kill blokes like my height, back straight in the guts. His technique's awesome. Fucking throws it. Awesome ball. Fit. He's a future player, mate.
The hard thing is with Egan, right? Because they were chasing points and they needed Egan back on the field, can he stay on and play lock for them? Like, how does he find it?
I think he can.
How does he find a role?
It'd be like Victor Radley. He could play that.
Yeah.
He could play 9. He can play 13. He can just drop back because I think he's got that skill set that he can play.
Looked good, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't look out of place.
No.
And that was impressive. His hits, his timing and calmness, which was it's hard to get. Like as a young hooker, like they seemed to rush. He seemed to have time. He knew where the ball was going. Clear, loud, like indications of where he was going. Like he knew what he was doing, man. Like he was in control of that ruck. He's a forwards. He's a middles 9, right?
Yeah.
And he's not a manufactured fucking 7 that just rolls into 9 where they always play out the back, out the back, out the back. He wants to hit his big boys.
Yeah.
He didn't even have Fish or Barney.
Yeah.
Wait till that happens.
He wants to create, doesn't he?
No, he's a creator. Yeah.
He likes to engage. Like he's the good service.
9 in fucking New Zealand. That's what that is.
Yeah, well, that's a big rap. That's a big rap. All right, let's get to the Eels 15.
Well, Samoan name. I rather want
to
see what he's doing for the World Cup. I mean, maybe the next one, but that's the future there.
There we go. Looks a real player of the future for sure. All right, let's get to the Eels 15 defeating the Raiders 12. I want to give a massive shout out. I feel like I do this every week. Jack Williams leading from the front, and JDB, Jack DeBellon, the two Jacks. 74 tackles, 74 tackles between them with just a miss each. And it's more so...
Well, just one miss each. Fuck. That's awesome.
These two players have been signings for the club over the last couple of years, and they haven't been big name signings. And because of the position on the ladder where the Eels currently are...
Jack Williams should be in the conversation somewhere.
It's fucking... I love him, mate.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's only because the Eels are so fucking shitty right now.
Yeah.
That he's not in the. He's not even. His name's not even getting mentioned in the New South Wales teams. Because if you guys are top 8 or top 6 and you guys are about it, he's fucking definitely in the conversation. He's built for Origin, mate. He hits. He tries to go after the biggest bloke. He's hard to hit. He's got a good skill set.
Speaking of build and being in that arena, like Jack DeBellon, he started slowly. He got. I think he even got dropped to New South Wales Cup for a game or two. He simplified his game. We
spoke about it.
He had to find his role. He's not sort of overcomplicated it.
Well, he's not doing block for block for block. Like he had to do it fucking like he had to transform his whole game at the Dragons to try and become an Isaiah Yo. Like, no, you're not. You're a fucking hard dude, man.
It was noticeable to see him at the back end of the game, just like willing these young forwards to a win.
Fit animal, man.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
it seems like
that's what he had to do. Rolesy got that out of him.
Yeah.
Get a little bit wider, mate. He's got good leg speed. He's built for this game, the modern day game. Good leg speed. Have your little block plays with you. You don't have to fucking pass it all the time, bud.
Yeah, that's Dylan
what you
Walker.
got Dylan Walker for. Yeah, exactly. And then Nathan Brown wants to come on and try and do all that shit. Only a couple get that certificate. Yeah, you can do the ball playing. You need to fucking run.
What about Nathan Brown copping strays and he's at Manly now, not even at Parra anymore. Still.
Fucking hell, eh? Yeah, but same sort of player, but
yeah.
Right? Always wants that block shape.
Yeah. Hey, the desire has changed defensively across the board for Parramatta. Now, they started the season awful. Therefore, their points against on the season, 466, the worst in the competition. But over the last 2 games, now I know they've played the Canberra Raiders and the Bulldogs, who have their own offensive issues. 26 points against in totality.
What's the worst defensive in the modern day era, Lukey? What's the worst against for any team? 700?
I would say
in a season. Because they're fucking heading that way, but hopefully it gets stopped because 466 after 15 rounds.
Yep. Yeah, it was a woeful start.
Another 10 games.
26 they're trending the right way the last couple of weeks.
Yep. To keep that Raiders side, I mean, that Raiders side 2 weeks ago, what I saw, where's that gone? It's gone.
Yeah.
I see like some Joey Tarps just playing his ass off, man. Like
trying hard.
In little parts, like they're just like playing outstanding.
Yeah. They're working hard.
The doing really well. Yeah. Like I'm like, how are they losing this game?
Yeah. Dogs 735 in 2023. Tigers were 750 in 2024.
Yeah, I thought it was about 700. Yeah. Shit, eh? Yeah, I mean they're heading that way, but I don't think they'll get it.
They were heading that way.
I said they were heading. They were heading. I don't think they'll get that.
No, they've improved heaps.
Yeah, it just sucks that they've. I mean.
Before we get to the Raiders, I just want to give Volkman another shout out as well.
Pump the Eels up. I love them.
The field goal on halftime was huge. Like, because mentally, when it got the scoreboard pressure that it forced the Raiders into at the back end of the game, because like if they get a penalty, if they go for a 2-point field goals available, they had to score a try. And it forced them to just continue to play sideline to sideline, which doesn't suit the Raiders.
No.
Raiders want to go through the front door. You know, that's the physicality.
And then they miss the Ethan Strange sort of
unorthodox
run, fucking, and Huddy Young. A lot of play comes from those two.
Yeah,
like one and both sides of the ruck too. So if you might get Huddy Young on the left side, he just boom. Next minute it's in the middle. Blokes are pouring through the middle. That's where KO Week starts causing some trouble. But when you have just hole hitters on the edge, basic line runners, which they do. I mean, Hoskins goes really well, and they got the other bloke over there, Mariota. Like Mariota's the middle, right. But it's good that he can play on the edge. I love that. But very predictable attack because Colonel Sanders is not ready to take that team to the next level because he's young.
Yeah,
he's young and experienced, and I think he's having an outstanding season. He reminds me of the young Todd Carney.
Yeah, it's an interesting comp.
Yeah, it's like just the swag that he has. He kicks really well. He's got Todd Carney's first season in 2004. He's fucking, that was a different era, mate. And then he started really nailing it around about 2007, 8.
He also, when he started at Canberra, they just went through a bit of a weird.
They were in a shit period.
A little bit of a weird period as well.
2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's when he was there. But when he started really playing well was about, I think, 6, 7. So this is Sanders' first year. Not saying he's as good as Todd Carney, but he has some little similarities where he's just got that really nice kicking game.
So Canberra 2004, 4 appearances. They won 50%. Then it was a tough year in 2005. They only won 18%. Yeah. They won 50% in 2006, dropped to 35% again.
Yeah, so he went through a real shit era.
Yeah.
Toddy.
Yeah. He did his best work once he got to the Roosters, right?
But he still had that. Everyone knew that he was talented.
Yeah, he was playing rep footy, wasn't he? Would he have been a part of rep footy when he got to the Roosters?
No.
The first year?
2010,
the Blues?
Maybe 10 or 11, something like that.
Hey, back to comps as well before we move off him. Yeah. Isaiah Yongi, Brent Webb.
I don't know.
Do you see the movements, like Brent Webb movements? Yeah. Sort of lower, sort of little nuggety. Even like Brent Webb had a bit like
he was strong. Brent Webb.
Brent Webb was like had a 3 or 4 year period where he was he ended up playing for the Kiwis,
5,
right?
6, 7, 8.
He ended up playing for the Kiwis, but he was a Indigenous brother from up in North Queensland, wasn't he?
Cairns boy.
Cairns boy. So yeah, and I believe Isaiah Yongi's from definitely from Queensland. I don't know if it's North, but I just feel like the way they move, they sort of glide around,
movers,
short
strong,
area quickness,
good skill,
Yep,
high skill set.
Yep,
I rate Yongi.
Yeah, yes,
Far out. He's a future 10-year player. That guy.
He's from Hurston in Queensland.
Hurston, where's Hurston?
He went to. Let's have a look on a map.
Jonathan Hurston.
Jonathan, yeah. Jonathan Hurston.
It's just north of Brisbane.
North of Brisbane, I say. So not far north, but still Queensland. Yeah.
Not near Cairns.
Not near Cairns. So that doesn't work. But speaking of Queensland, Luke Keary mentioned during the call, KO Weeks has to get the ball more. Yeah. He needs to get better ball.
Better ball. Not just like kicking it, kick receives.
I was thinking to myself during the game when I was watching the game, if the Bulldogs and Raiders combine their attack, then they would be a decent offense. And what I mean by that is sometimes I think the Bulldogs get the way that they get into shape, get to points is like they overthink it, but it's like it's maybe too detailed. And then the Raiders have absolutely nothing. So the Bulldogs would love probably the nice, clean second phase and play on the ball offense that the Raiders have got. And the Raiders would just love some sort of structure like the Bulldogs have. Like
somehow.
The Raiders never get to a point where I'm like, and I've said this even when they were going well last year. So it was a pro and a con.
Yeah.
Like go back and watch the podcast. As good as they were going last year, I was like, how do you game plan for the Canberra Raiders? Because they're not getting to a specific part of the field and setting up for anything. So what I used to love to do as a defender, when you watch video, you try to figure out what their best shape is. I don't know what the Canberra Raiders' best shape is. So last year that was a disadvantage to the teams that were defending them. But this year, because they're not executing, it's been a disadvantage to the Canberra Raiders.
And it's a thing when they put Sanders on that left. It really fucking didn't do Canberra any favours. Like, because Ethan Strange is a proper left side halfback.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, like, they did this year. They copped the loss this year.
To build for next year.
Ethan Sanders' growth.
Yep.
Yeah, and hopefully they can.
I think that's the best way of putting it, mate. Because Ricky said in the presser,
it's like you're going to cop your losses.
He's going to stick by them. He's got a young group. This might be a down year for him, but Ricky's the ultimate coach to develop these young halves, even like with what he's doing with Owen Paddy.
Yeah.
Because
he's playing the long game.
Yeah. And he's afforded to it. Like not everyone gets the opportunity like Ricky to play the long game. One, because of the runs on the board, but also like the relationships that he's got down in Canberra. No one's going to move on from Ricky. So he's afforded to go through a tough time, stick by them, wear these battle scars now for the betterment of hopefully next year. Yeah. Because I think they're done. Yeah?
Yeah, God, it sucks, doesn't it? Because I love watching the Raiders play. I love watching the Broncos play. Like the top four, I can't believe it. I've already said this at the fucking start of the year when we were predicting our 8, that the top 4 teams would be in the bottom 6. It's impossible.
It's pretty hard.
You would never go. No one would guess this. Nobody.
All right, let's get to the Tigers 36 defeating the Titans 28. Romy comes up big.
Fuck yeah.
With 3 of the best, and Leichhardt gets the fairy tale finish. I was at this game, boys. This
were you there?
Awesome.
Yeah, good.
The nostalgia of Leichhardt, the fans, the weather held off for everyone there. Everyone had, was in a positive mood because Australia were up 2-0, like at the start of the game. Just everything about the occasion was awesome. And it's going to be 2 years before we see another game at Leichhardt. They're going to rejuvenate.
What did we say about Romy? This is the fucking resilience and the man that he is.
Yeah.
We said he doesn't need not just to win, he needs to win it for him.
Yeah.
Fuck me. When he scored that last try, yes, you know what I mean? Like, because we picked the Tigers too.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, but I wanted him to just really stamp that fucking, hey, I'm not going here. I haven't sold out.
He saw it
I'm
too.
Still
Let
here.
me know he saw it.
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
He goes, I interviewed him after the game, and then after we finished the interview, he goes, I saw that your boys backed me. He goes, thanks, bro. Sort of like that.
Said, but it was a message to everyone, all the Tigers fans, all the New South Wales fans, everyone. Like, he goes, I had a couple of down weeks, right? Because I had a lot of shit going on in my life.
Yep.
right? And then bang.
First time I've ever seen him
Love
raw
it.
and authentic after a game. Not accepting, admitting that the last couple of weeks weighed heavily on him.
Why wouldn't it?
He like it was a tough period for him as a leader, as skipper. Some of the stuff we mentioned it on the podcast, for better or worse. He even had an interview. I think I didn't. He got interviewed by Fletch and the team on Sunday night, but Luke Keary was on the couch and he must have sprayed him the week before. So he goes, "Hey brother, first of all, sorry about last week."
Oh no, he did.
What did he say last week?
What did Keary?
Keary's been going hard in the paint.
I think it could have been on the buy round.
Was he on the buy round? Was he?
Yeah.
Did Jerome
my mate told me about it. He goes, we were talking about Keary. He goes, what about him going?
Was it personal? Was it?
No.
Was it constructive criticism? Right.
Let's try find it.
For sure.
Yeah, all right.
Because I need the context for it.
So Romy didn't take it personal.
No, he handled it really well.
That's the way he is.
Yeah.
I just love that last try, man. Just what a way to finish it off.
Yeah.
Like just like the whole game.
I've seen your little critique he said to it.
Yeah.
Let's see if they've got it in the article of what he actually said.
Was it on the buy round? Can we have a look on the buy round to see if it was on there? Because I haven't seen what he said originally. Gemma isn't copping it.
You know what? This is what great players do, man. That's why I love seeing this shit. We put it out there, didn't we, Hoz?
Yep. Oh, here we go. Ken Luai turn around for the Tigers. So this is in it. He must have gone hard in the paint on Fox.
At half time.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Oh.
That's you know what I love? You know what I love about that?
Yeah.
I love Kez, right?
Yeah.
Right? He's taking accountability. Sorry about that. Him accepting it like a man and just knows it's part of the game. You know what I mean? Like that's the new media, right? That's like Keary. I think they've been outstanding, right? And that's Luai as a grown-ass man, right? Just accepting it and just taking the piss and just letting it flow.
I like what Kez is doing. So
I fucking love it, mate.
I think the reason Kez gets away with comments like that is he's super authentic. He also doesn't have agendas. No. So he has some, mate. He hammered Val Holmes about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, mate.
He's been taking names.
I love
but he does it the right way, and then. I think there's a way you do it. And I think the person who it comes from matters as well.
100%. If that was anyone else, you'd be like, fuck off, mate. Luke Keary, you won 3 premierships, played for Australia, New South Wales, done everything in the game.
Here we go.
Highly respected.
And here's one last one. So he's a new little favourite player for us at Levels. So check out this bit, right? So and then I'll give you some context about it after.
Oh, yeah. Is that boy Taruva?
Yeah.
Have you got me? Is this for levels or not? Levels, bro.
There we go, Sunir Taruva, right? And then I'll go right at the end. Have a cool. It's one of the best interviews I've done.
Yeah.
Taylor comes over, talked about the potty and that, which was cool.
That's cool.
And then look at this right at the end.
Nearly sold, bro. And there was 15 minutes, I was just like, no way I've done this, bro. Not at line card as well. Nah, I don't know. I had a brain snap, lad. I'm just glad we came away with the win. I'm going to go shout Romy coffees for the whole week.
Oh, I love it. Good to see a smile on your face. Go celebrate with your captain. He had 3 tries.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Hey, get me on that potty. Big love.
Get me on that potty, bro. Big love.
Love it.
He's such a character, man, Taruva, and he's
He'd be good. He'd be good, like around your club. I can feel that energy through that. I'll be. Yeah, when you forwards always with forwards, I always used to fuck around with the backs and shit. Like me and Tong and Matty Utai and all that. Do you know what I mean? Like I was always one of those, like it was just we had a real good like synergy between the backs and forwards. There was never ever like any separation and shit. Like Matty Utai was always a fucking king there and like just
different personalities though.
Like Chocky Uate, Aquila Uate. That's that brother there.
Yeah.
Chocky's like, Chocky in the third person. Just like, yeah, bro, that's what I do, bro. I still score fucking tries all the time. It's just different. Like, I love wingers, man. The winger mentality is different, bro. You're talking to a middle here, and I'm talking to fucking, they don't care.
You've got to be strong winger to deal with some of the barrages that you get at times.
Mate, you cop strays from me and fucking every other middle in. Oh, mate, you don't want to be that.
Another big shout out, Alex Seyfarth. 74 minutes. 12 for 100, 54 tackles, a try.
You got a good try.
And a try saver on Pascal as well, which
I was questioning him.
Yeah, so was
about a month ago. I'm like, is there a spot for him?
We lost his spot.
Yeah,
like
he did.
lost his consistent minutes.
down the roster, and then Big Royce got injured, and he stepped up and he got more minutes. He's not an impact player. He's a fucking give me 70-minute player, and I'll give you some stuff, right? And he proved that on the weekend because I thought a couple of games, because the game before, like the Penrith game, and the week before that, a couple of missed tackles, a couple of really easy misses, right? Well, he's a good defender. So I'm happy for Seyfarth.
The problem with Seyfarth has been the 6-man bench.
Yep.
And the reason I say that is there have been...
He's a starter, not a benchy.
Well, you're on the bench, and also you're not afforded to use a proper 3-man rotation like Benji used to use. No. So he has been, with the emergence of Sione Fainu, who's improved out of sight in the last 18 months. Royce Hunt's playing so much better this year than he was last year and creating real impact for him. He just fell out of the rotation, and now, because 12's missing, he picked up 12's minutes through the middle.
He can play lock and very well. He can play. There's a player there. We said that a couple of years ago. He just cut the shit out of your game, right? Because he's giving a lot of penalties away. He's got that dog in him, but it's not the fucking 90s or 2000s. So, just evolve. Don't give away those shit penalties and just play. Because he's a player in there. You know what I mean? That try he scored was clutch.
Yeah.
Bro, good leg drive, good line.
He tears me too.
Fuck, they scored some under the post, didn't they?
Yeah.
Romy's one was the
best,
it was
a fun game to call.
Romy's one was a good one, but it's just to seal it, right? Yeah. Right where he was. You couldn't write a better script for that human, right? And Leichhardt and the Tigers, and these sort of wins can propel you fucking that way.
I was down
you get Dewey back. Sorry, you get Dewey back. You get Samuel
a couple of weeks away.
You know, you start building something. They can make a late run.
Yep. Jessese Lanyon played hooker for him. Started for he was wearing jersey 21.
That's what I thought it was a lanyard that you wear around your neck.
Yeah, Jessese Lanyon. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah. Looks like a decent player for him. He started the game, come back on and closed it out. Made his tackles, a little bit of creativity. Could be just a little bit of another option there for Benji and when Api Coruscant, if he has to miss for game 3 as well. So
Api will be better for just being in camp.
Yeah.
Like he just needs that. He needs that hit of where you need to be.
Keanu Kinney.
Fuck off. What's with him? Is he a top 5 fullback at the moment?
Name him.
Top 5 fullbacks. Top 5 fullbacks right now.
Teddy, Walsh.
In order.
Oh, fuck. I think KP's number 1. Dylan Edwards, Teddy.
Whoa, that's the wrong order because Teddy's playing over Dylan Edwards right now.
This is my order.
I know, I'm shit.
So back to, I think KP is the all-round fullback at the moment. Right, Reece Walsh would be there if he was playing at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So KP, I love Dylan Edwards, man. I just love his work rate. He's just the little things that he does. And then Teddy, and then that little Kinney somewhere around there, and even KO Weeks. Am I forgetting someone?
Yeah. Walshy's not.
Walshy's 4, only because he should be number 1, right? In my eyes. And number 5 is either Kinney or Weeks.
Are we going on form? So
you said form.
Okay.
My form, or my favourites. These are my favourites. At the moment, form, everything comes into it.
Hammer?
No. Hammer's in that. Everyone's at 5. From Kinney, Hammer, Weeks.
Drinky?
They're all 4 and 5 years, very arguable.
Buller?
No.
Turbo?
Not
Turbo's
playing.
out. Clayton Fa'alola?
Sewer?
No. This week we have a fuckload of fullbacks. It's a hard top 5, this one. This is where we can sit here and have a proper discussion. You know, if you say, give me your top 5 sixes, I can't even fucking name them.
Give me your fullback. If you right now, not form, just everything that you've seen up until this point, you want a fullback to win you a game, who are you picking?
Reece Walsh.
Same.
Yeah, he's my man. Fucking forever now. Forever.
No, even besides that.
Stand on the mountain fucking on this hill forever.
Even aside from his story. I just think
No. He's shown me what he can do.
Yeah.
He's just had a year where it's just fucking Broncos suck, and then he's cops a lot of the blame because he's the face of the game and everything like that. But talent-wise, fucking gun to head, who you picking? Reece Walsh.
I'm with you.
Yeah, he's the dude. He's talent-wise, he's got everything. He could be the best fullback ever because he's getting tutelaged by the great Billy Slater, and Billy knows what that entails, and he's trying to give all that information to this kid.
Well, this kid, Kiani, just picked one up, took it past Reece Walsh. He had 4 clean line breaks in this game, 3 try assists in 10 minutes.
He's something, man.
He only has one deficiency, but it's a proper deficiency, Mace.
Getting jumped over?
He's a target. He's a target. It's something they have to deal with. It's something that he's going to have to face every single week.
I don't know why Tane Tuapiki doesn't cop more. Because he's fucking small and Kinney.
Agreed.
I think Lindsay Collins should be the
Do you know what the difference is? Because the Titans are still figuring out and they're still building into a squad, defensively the Warriors, their grit and determination in defense early on in sets, they don't have the field possession. No. So teams are having to kick long against the Warriors. Whereas for the Titans, you can roll the Titans down the park, get to 20 or 30 metres out, Jock Madden puts up a kick. No. They should have got more out of him. But it's something he's going to have to deal with.
When you get down to, like, just say if you get an attacking set, like 40 out, right, and it's a fifth, just put it up.
Take it with 10 metres off it.
Crack, mate. Yeah. Like I know, coaches are like, don't attempt it. That's just bullshit. Fucking have a crack at it. These guys, this all they do is practice this. They're training, right? Kick from 40 out, put it up so it's like you've got about 4 seconds hang time, right? So you can go, and I mean, it's not for everyone. You can at least have a crack at it. What's the worst thing? You knock it on, change over. But you put pressure on Kinney because he's tiny.
He's the same size as Walshy and Tuapiki.
Well, he fucking doesn't look it. Nowhere near it. He's putting a couple of inches on himself.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near. Walshy's probably your perfect size fullback at the moment.
He's 5'10".
But Walshy's got more explosion power. So Walshy can get higher.
And so can Kinney.
Yeah, but
Kinney not as much as Walsh.
So
but
it's like that NFL test where they jump and hit like that.
Walshy would be the Mickey at that test, I reckon.
He'd get close to 30 inches already.
Yeah. The vertical, they call it?
Yeah. Vertical leap. Yeah.
Vertical leap. One last thing. Here's one I want to give a shout out to the Titans and what they're building there. So, how's this? And shout out to my man Jimmy Smith. He gave me this as well, right? Let's go to the team list. Keanu Kinney, Titan, only been a Titan. Jensen Damomopeo, potentially. Damomopeo. Struggled to pronounce that last name as well. He's only played first grade at the Titans. Jalen DeGroot, first grade at the Titans. AJ Brimson, Phil Sammy, Jaden Campbell, Zane Harrison, Mo Fodawaker, Oliver Pascoe, Cleese Haas, Adamaho, Beau Fermor, Cooper Bai. They've only played for the Titans. They've all come through the system at the Titans.
Means a lot.
The only player that hasn't is Curtis Morin. So they're getting there. They're getting there. The Titans
He's been playing some good football, Curtis Morin.
He has been.
He's their little heart and soul. Coming off the bench, he can start. Like I've known, obviously, his uncle Brad Morin's a good friend of mine. But Curtis Morin, I've known him since he was a little baby. But I love he had to lead the Dogs. Went up there. He can start games. Comes off the bench. Just applies that a lot of energy, right?
Yep.
And that's a big thing, right?
That is a big thing.
We keep talking about connection.
Yep.
Is it manufactured or is it organic? Seems very organic for the Titans.
Remember how I said I've gone down onto the field after the games and the energy of the losing teams? That is a connected group, the Titans. I went down. Obviously, the Tigers are going to be happy because they've won, and they lost so badly last week, 68-0, that you're not going to see anyone happy for the Tigers. You could tell the Titans team before and after the game, there's a connected squad right now. They've got belief in what Josh Haney's doing, and I still believe they can go on a late run.
Yes.
All right. See you on Wednesday night. Origin Game 2.
We'll put it on our socials. We'll put everything on our socials.
Everything. Willie Mason and our man, Chico Sigiaro.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website